Welcome to the Lifespring Age, Episode 3, Rusty Key Resistance, in which the party continue their investigation of the haunted house. The five of you had all met up together in the bar, the Tears of the Moon, and had been given some instructions to fulfill, some work that you needed to get done, so you could finally do, tick the box for your citizenship exam or whatever you want to call it, and set yourselves up as proper citizens of the wonderful city/country of Haven Oral, which is just the best place to live. Once you kind of accepted that, you went off, you travelled through the city, and you wound your way north until you finally left the city/country of Haven Oral, because it is just basically one big place. And you found yourselves at the very, very southlands of Yadridan, the colloquially named Giant Country, as you went off to find the haunted house that you've been asked to investigate and potentially clear out, depending on what you found in there. On the way, you stopped off at an inn, and our little friend Kudo had gone off to find a horse, which he managed to do, and when he kind of came back to the bar the next morning, you guys already set off. So he set out to follow you. You walked around this huge stagnant lake, which is a place of great commerce, but it also stinks. It's disgusting, but a load of clean rivers do run off it. It's a very unusual geographic location. And then you'd come to this house, this shunned house at the top of a hill that overlooked the lake, with all these caves and stuff beneath it. And you'd tried to get inside the house. First of all, you were attacked by some weasels, which took some quite nasty chunks out of Cerulean Wolf. And you worked your way inside, up the stairs. There's this huge ghostly howl that happened when you walked up the stairs. And then you went into one of the bedrooms, and Lou Marblecut was investigating in the fireplace, and a host of insects and beetles flooded out, took a rather nasty bite out of her, and then Azalea managed to catch one of them in a jam jar kind of thing, or two of them rather, in a jam jar. And that's kind of where we left it last time we played. And so we will pick up almost immediately from that point. Azalea is very, very intently examining these beetles she's captured, trying to think of cool names for them. The rest of you find yourself on the first floor of this incredibly dank...
Second.
First floor, because we're talking English, so ground floor, first floor.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't question me, boy. This incredibly old, dank, mouldering house. So you're in the corridor at the moment, and the room that you found yourself in, Lou, was very much like a guest bedroom. That if you had to assign a use for it, you'd have chosen guest bedroom. But you brush yourself down with all this ash on it, and these bugs have all scuttered off.
I just walked out after you were big bitch. That's what happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think you were quite pissed off, actually.
No, I walked in to help you. He said, "I don't need your help," so I'm like, I'll leave then. So
what would you like to do next?
Look at the other room over here.
Do we want to go?
Because you had heard a noise as well. You'd had heard like a groaning noise from, I don't know if you can see it, but it's either one of these two rooms.
Yeah,
two rooms up here. So which room are you going into first?
I'm gonna sort of, as I see Laffy sort of try and move out of it, I'm gonna just like put a hand out and say, from seeing what just happened to Lou, I think it's best if I go first. Just, standing in front. So I will... I'll pull out the... Oh, I still have the crossbow out, just sort of almost like sort of on my chest, sort of just ready if anything jumps out, and I'll like almost like a SWAT team, like kick open the door.
Okay, are you holding an action to fire at something then?
Yes, we'll say that.
Okay, so you kick open the door. Oh my god, this laptop's so shit. Okay, you kick open the door, and the doorway swings open. You see that rubbish is scattered around what was probably once another fine guest bedroom. And though there's evidence of a rodent infestation and webs hanging in the corner, you don't see anything that immediately catches your eye, apart from a four-poster bed that stands against the wall opposite another fireplace. Its woodwork is worm-ridden, and the curtains that once screened the bed are torn and stained. There is no bed linen, but the bed is mostly intact.
I'm not gonna go in, but can I just poke my head in, just take a better look?
Yeah. So, do you want to make an investigation or perception check?
Perception.
Okay.
Nat one.
Nat one.
6.
Yeah, you see what I've told you.
Great.
It's really dusty in here. There's, there's still that kind of wheezing, groaning sound of the old house. With every foot you put down on this wood, the whole house kind of echoes around like that. And there's dust in the air.
Some dust gets in my eyes.
Just
coughing.
And it kind of blinds you. But at that point, when you kind of pull your head kind of back into the room, you hear the front door open, or rather, Kudo, you are at the front door. Would you like to open it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we did close it.
Yeah. So the front door opens.
I jump out of my skin and leap behind Wolf and shriek
I turn around, gather the crossbow out.
So Kudo, you find yourself in. We'll have to move screens, but you find yourself in a really decrepit old house. It's really horrible old building. This is what you kind of. The main entrance floor is kind of the bit that you can see on the map revealed, with all the lines drawn over it. There's mold on the floor. There's this really ugly carpet. There's stairways with kind of footprints in dust leading up the stairways, and kind of.
Can you tell me why were we tasked to go into this house again? I'm sorry,
You were told that it was haunted, and you were asked to confirm whether or not it was haunted, and then make a decision of what you wanted to do with it.
Okay, haunted is.
You probably see Azalea at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, you can probably see. Yeah, Azalea's at the top of the steps talking to a beetle in a jar.
Okay, then I just shout out to Azalea. Hello, I finally caught up, guys. You could have just waited for me.
Go on, James.
I can't
Thanks.
do an impression of other English people. It's been well established. All I can
James.
do is talk.
Oh, Tanuki,
not how she
you should have heard his impression of you last time. It was so bad.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she waves at you from the top of the stairs, and the rest of you, if you want, you can go and see him. And then Kudo, you are reunited with the party. Reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited.
I hear it's Kudo and just shrug my shoulders, push past, and do the same thing in the other room. The final door.
Are you going to update Kudo as to what's happening?
Yes.
Can I visibly make a comment about how bad they look and what?
Hey, no, I'm actually okay now, but
I'm at 3 HP.
You're at 3. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not entering in any room. Oh, speaking of rooms, I'm going to throw some ball bearings in the second room to see if anything, activates.
Okay, you kind of put, I don't know, half a dozen ball bearings in your hands, and you roll them across the
No, that's
floor.
10.
Okay, I'll rephrase that. You put several ball bearings in your hand, and you roll them across the floor, and they bounce around as normal, but they don't go in a straight line. It's very much like the floor is warped and uneven. Some of them drop into holes and clatter down. Some of them slow down randomly on the wood where it looks kind of damp or wet. Some of them just roll under the bed, but they make that kind of noise like a bowling ball would down an alleyway.
Yeah.
They do. It's very loud.
Guys, have you found anything at all, or were you just playing with marbles?
I just wanted to check if something was in the room because in the previous one I got attacked by spiders.
Oh,
I just say to him in his
fair
head.
enough.
I just say to him, there's a weird carpet downstairs with some weird eye pattern. But we only really got in here a few minutes ago because there were some very aggressive weasels. You probably saw the bodies outside.
You saw some mangled
Yes, I
weasels
did.
outside. Yeah.
Aye, kick open the door.
Okay, so if you try to kick open the door, it's locked.
No.
So can you make an attack roll, please?
Just unarmed.
Yeah, just an unarmed attack roll.
That's gonna go well. 5.
Yeah, you kick the door, and it hurts, but it doesn't do damage. It kind of goes, and the door kind of groans and creaks a bit. It doesn't open. You kind of put your foot down. Oh, that really hurt, kind of thing. And you're kind of trying to walk it off. And turn around, you see, kind of not even hidden, like a key, just like on the windowsill next to you, kind of thing.
Well, that door was locked. I just move and pick up the key sullenly. Just like try and avoid eye contact.
I just side eye the other two like this guy.
Nothing happened. It's just testing the integrity of the door. And I unlock it holding the crossbow like right above my hand. Like right above the keyhole as I unlock it and open it.
Okay, so
I'm at this point being really annoying because I've like got my hands on Wolf's shoulders and I'm like trying to peek over the top of it to see what's in the room. I'm like, what is it?
On your tippy toes.
Yeah.
Notice being smart. She's trying to peek under you, like between the legs.
No. That would be annoying.
Everything in this house is really creaky and old, right? So as you were putting in, you were expecting some, I don't know, like rusted key resistance is a phrase I never thought I would say, but hey.
No, but I completely understand it.
I say weird shit in playing D&D all the time. So you were expecting some rusted key resistance, and this baby slides on right in there.
Jesus.
Oh, don't say it like that.
It's fine.
I don't know what to say. This is a well-oiled lock. And this is like a surprisingly well-oiled mechanism, is what I will say.
So it's like a well-oiled machine, perhaps.
Kind of, yeah, almost. If there was a phrase that could, easily get that across, it would be that. But yeah, you go in and there's no rusted key resistance, and you turn it and it clicks almost silently, and the door is unlocked. You've solved my door puzzle.
I fucking did it.
Level 5, guys, level 5.
Fuck yeah, we'll level up twice from that. I unlock the door with the cross, or like I push open the door, like crossbow, as close to the opening as I can, just in case something fires out, or jumps out. Oh, there's a dead guy.
Oh.
So you open the door, and you do see a body. So what you see in front of you is in the southeast corner of this decayed bedroom lies a man. He's alive, though bound and gagged. He's clad only in his undergarments and appears to have no weapons or equipment.
Is he awake?
Rush over to him to try and
Wait, I hold you back.
Jesus, yeah, I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Laffy.
No, I would have grabbed her before. I would have grabbed her before she moved past the door.
So okay, let's ask this. CW, Cerulean Wolf,
yes, hi.
puts the hand out to try and stop you.
I don't try. I grab her. I don't just put a hand out. I grab her.
Okay, right. Okay, so you stop her. Okay.
I mean, unless she tries to break free, I grab her.
Yeah, there's a guy on the floor that needs healing, so I'd be quite resistant.
Are you going to try and make your way across the room then?
Yeah.
I'm not that strong, so she might be able to break out, but I'm pretty quick, so I might be able to just grab her and slow her.
The trash panda.
Okay.
I could snatch myself away and be like, "I'll be careful."
You say to her, listen, we can't just run in. If he's been lying on the floor for God knows how long, he's not going to go anywhere.
But he's breathing. He clearly needs help.
He clearly needs help, but he can last another 10 seconds while I look around.
I am
So-
afraid of no ghosts.
So as you
You
say,
clearly
I
are.
ain't afraid of no ghosts, and walk across the floor. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Let's see.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus
So,
Christ.
Laffy, as you say, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. So as you try to walk across this floor, the floor gives way under your
Oh my god.
very insubstantial weight. So, like, you are a live, delicate pixie of a woman, and you just crash through this floor and literally fall into a heap the room below you, taking not a huge amount, but not an insubstantial amount. You take 6 points of damage as you fall through the floor.
Okie dokie.
And you
That
find
actually is a
your-
lot.
Completely through?
Yeah, straight through the floor. And you find yourself in you find yourself in the room below, which is a large area. You can see, like, you look up, and there's plaster that's like falling down throughout the room. It's clearly like a very weak area. Like it's an area that's in dire need of a bit of a tart up. The rest of you, as Laffy drops through the floor, you see her fall and hear the but you see this guy, his eyes snap open. This man on the floor, he rolls over. His eyes are like not quite focused on you, and you see as he rolls over, he's got this massive bruise on the back of his head, like a welt. Looks like someone's absolutely clobbered him.
How far is the drop?
10 feet, not far.
So did the entire floor cave out, or is it just like a section?
It's a section, but you can see the section that is weakest, and it's a slightly darker coloured wood on the floor.
So is it like that almost? Or-
Not quite that. It. Let me just grab my pen. Draw shit. Oh no.
There's a panda.
It's kind of like this. That area.
He just appeared. He's a
Okay.
ghost.
So you can easily step around it if you're careful.
Yes, I will. Being careful, I will step round it.
And run back up the stairs.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
I'm just.
Guys,
I turn around and just stare daggers at her. Don't even say anything. I just stare for a solid 10 seconds before actually no, I walk backwards towards this guy, staring at Laffy.
Watch your
Wolf,
footing.
I don't know if walking backwards is the best.
Okay, well I'm
if-
walking sideways. It's fine,
Still
don't
not
worry.
sure if that's the best way to
I'm
you
fine.
know,
Don't worry.
walk
I'm
when the
being
floor is
careful.
unstable.
Famous last words. I said the same thing.
Well, I'm being careful, Laffy. And I'm gonna walk over to this guy and so he's got ropes around him or bindings.
He's bound. Yeah. So he's.
Does he have a gag? Can he?
Yeah, he's got a gag on. He's kind of like hog tied. So his arms are tied behind his back, and so his legs are kind of up behind him. He's got a gag on, and he's like,
Okay, I'm not going to untie him yet, but I'm just going to untie the gag. Take it off.
Oh, thank
In
you.
In his head, he is. What happened?
Can he reply to you, like psychically?
I can. I have to do that manually.
Okay. I just wondered because
and I-
otherwise, be like, why did you bother taking off the gag?
Oh,
Well,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't think
I
about
put
that.
it back on.
Yeah, no. So I have to actually use a thing to
Yeah, to do
let
that.
him speak
Okay.
back. So
No,
I
that's fine.
wouldn't do it
Yeah.
naturally.
Okay, so he takes off the gag. He sees the mask, but he obviously didn't see your lips moving. He goes, "Oh, maybe I was harder than I thought." Oh,
No, it's in your head.
okay. Sorry. What did you ask me?
What happened?
I don't know. You see, I came in through the back door. It's I dare to come in here, and I heard a rumor of a treasure. He goes, "Oh, I came in through the kitchen, and I was looking for some of the treasure. I heard it was here, and then I just got tackled from behind, just attacked, and got hit, and I got knocked out, and
What
I'm
was it?
naked."
It's fine. Don't worry.
While he's talking to Wolf, can I just heal him?
Oh, thank you, my pet. He's not like the injury he's got isn't like a hit point injury. It's just like a huge bruise on the back of his head. He is mechanically as fine as he can be.
Okay.
Just like give him a pat.
I'm just like stop like lessening the bruising on his head.
Oh, thank you, my
Like
love.
a
That is-
warm cloth.
Yeah.
that's lovely. Can you make a medicine check, please?
I can't. I think. Yep.
19. Nice. Yeah, you put like a cold compress on the back of his head. You know, you've got the blue paper towels that they give out in school. You wet some of that and you put it on the back of his head. It's like, oh, thank you, my dear. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely.
What is your name?
My name is Ned.
Ned.
Yes, Ned.
Ned what?
Ned Seaton.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume I spelled that correctly.
Seaton.
Did not spell that correctly. Okay, I will. He's not got any like weapons hidden on him.
He's literally there.
That's true.
and
He's
on
okay.
his
Yeah.
pants,
I will. Can we untie it like the ropes, or is it like properly fixed?
You can untie or cut it if you wanted.
I'll try and untie it rather than cut it because it could be useful.
Oh, thank you. So, thank you. I'm indebted to you 5, 4, or 5. Would I be able to ask you to do me a real favor and take me down to the village, so I could rest up? I don't know how sure I am on my legs.
Well, currently we're in the middle of something. But
Well, you're not here to explore, are you? I say I don't know what attacked me, but whatever it did this in one go, and it knocked me clean out.
well, there's 5 of us, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
But she looks like she's about on death's door, and your little
Don't worry
friend
about
here,
her.
she fell through the ceiling.
I am.
I'm
Don't
okay.
worry. Well, it's not the, they're not the most well trained, but we'll get through it. Don't worry. I'm familiar with this sort of thing.
Oh, okay, if you're sure, but I say I would. Well, you don't mind if I stick around with you lot then, whilst I'm here?
Why don't you?
There's
There's a few trees nearby. Why don't you head outside and go there?
Well,
no,
that could
I
be
wouldn't.
dangerous. There's weasels outside.
Weasels, you say? No, I'm terrified of a weasel. Me.
At this point, can I walk over to? Oh, you've all changed your names back.
Lou.
Peru, what's your name, Lou?
Lou Marblecup.
Can I walk over to Lou and like ask? I'll just ask really nicely. Can I please borrow your water skin?
Oh,
Your
no, it's the Sambuca skin.
Sambuca skin.
I'm willing to lend it to you for a fee.
Don't do it. Please.
5 copper.
I have water.
How about I'll heal you?
Okay.
I heal you.
Heal me and I'll give you the water skin.
Sambuca skin.
Should I roll medicine again?
What are you trying to do?
Just heal Lou.
Oh, you mean you have spells if you want to heal Lou?
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can just cast a spell if you want to do that.
how do I do that?
What spells do you have
okay.
currently
So
prepared?
there's this
Oh, wait, I
moment.
see it.
So as you reach over to, this wave of concern for the health and well-being of your compatriot, your little friend that you've just made over the last few days, you reach out to them, put a reassuring hand on her shoulder. This warm light emanates from within you, and you feel like this rushing tide of energy spill out and hit Lou. And it's not an aggressive energy. It's not, it's not doing them any harm. Quite the reverse. It is helping them recuperate and regain their strength. So, Lou, you regain 5 points of health.
Nice.
So I take the Sambuca skin and give it to what's his name? I'm so bad with names.
Ned.
Ned. I give it to Ned and say, "Have a drink."
Thank you. I'm so thirsty. I've not drank in ages. Oh my! I think this water's gone off. It tastes bloody horrid.
I tried to tell her,
Lou.
take mine. It's clean.
Are you? He's gonna roll an insight.
Please, I just feel bad. It's.
18.
I'm not
Okay, so
lying.
he kind of looks you up and down, and he hands the sambuca skin back, and he kind of sniffs your water. Kind of, he picks up. I don't know. He was gonna like use his shirt to clean it, but I suppose he can't. So he just kind of wipes the top of it with his finger and thumb, and takes a little sip, and then another sip, and then takes a big gulp and goes, "Right, sorry, I wasn't quite sure what to expect after that first one."
I just like cautiously sniff the sambuca skin and I'm like, wait, what? Oh, give it back to Lou. Like, yeah, thanks.
I look at Laffy. Now, this is why you think before you act.
Did you already forget what happened yesterday?
I just look down at the floor with my hands crossed behind my back and like twist my feet. Like,
I'm giving you like
sorry.
the mum like tapping foot on the floor, like like arms crossed.
Just like, sorry.
Listen. This is why we scan rooms and look around before we go in, even if there is someone hurt. Luckily, Ned here was fine. I just give him a little pat on the shoulder. It's gonna be fine. Just think before you act.
I'm just nodding along, like, okay.
I could just see it coming.
I'm just
See
slowly
something.
rubbing my backside where I fell and hurt myself, like, ow.
So you are hurt.
No, I'm fine.
I don't believe you. I turned to Kudo. So what were you doing?
Yeah, I went after the barmaid's horse, and when I came back, you were gone, so I followed.
Well, like, what did you find anything? Was
Yeah,
there
the
anything
horse.
interesting? No, yes, okay.
I mean, you did say before you left, it did weirdly not sound like you. It sounded
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like
weird
it sounded like I had a
impression.
cold or something. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, maybe you had
guess
a
I
bad
was-
night's sleep.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
you did
maybe,
tell us to
maybe,
go on.
Maybe that's his morning voice.
Maybe.
It's very
Just
strange.
complete accent change.
Yeah, it's like
Where
Yeah,
are
at
you
least bring
from?
more bread.
Kudo.
From the woods.
Ah, okay, that probably explains it then.
yeah, it's weird. You did sound a little bit more like Laffy when it's like the accent was almost the same, but it wasn't.
You know what
Strange.
doesn't explain something?
Did you
Why
Why
drink
you
out of
gave
Lou's
Ned
sambuca skin?
here? Yeah, why did you give him of that?
I didn't. I forgot about the sambuca.
It's like heavily
How
diluted
are you
sambuca.
so forgetting?
I've never tasted sambuca, so I didn't think it would be that bad.
I suggest you don't try it anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's not nice, as Ned can attest.
How old is Lou again?
What
Okay,
does Ned
cool.
look like?
He looks like just like a normal guy. He
Human?
is, apart from the fact he's in his underpants. Yeah, he is. Let me just double check. It does say man.
Okay.
So yes, let's go with human. Let's say he's a human. He
How
has
old does
kind
he
of
look?
like, you'd say, kind of mid-20s. It's hard to say exactly, obviously, but he's about around mid-20s ish. He has a couple of different, he's got like kind of dirty brown hair, like brown. Like, it looks very nondescript. If you would have to pick him out of a crowd, you would say like classic Skyrim MP.
So he's like average human one, like
average human. Yeah. He's character set 1.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do not anticipate having to remember this fellow's name.
I've written it down. So
Now my concern is gone because I know that he's not dying. I'm just staring at him.
Just staring at his big blue-green eyes, just like, woo.
Just like looking at him like,
Where's
What do
the
you remember
question.
before?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
do
what-
you
what
remember
did you-
before waking up here?
that's what I was going to ask.
Well, I came in through the kitchen, as I say. There was like a noise behind me, and as I turned round, there was nothing behind me. But then there was something behind me again, the way I was just facing, and then there was like a feeling of like all-encompassing cold, and then I got this crack on the back of the head, and then I woke up, and my clothes were gone, and my shoes were gone, my socks are gone. I've still got my teeth though, and I don't have my sword.
Okay, so you
Wait,
can use a blade?
Is this guy naked?
No,
He's got
I got my
pants on.
underwear on. Yeah, I got my pants on.
Can I give him a blanket or something?
Oh, thank you so much, my little. You don't have. I don't know how to ask this in a way that might
Don't
not
worry.
make sense. Do you have fleas?
No.
Okay.
I'd take my water skin back.
Can I walk over to Kudo and just start sifting through his fur? Like, yeah, no fleas.
Oh,
If you want to do that, I'm just holding up a dagger. I dare you.
I'm very thankful for what you've done for me this day. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna stick to you like glue.
Well, maybe stay a little bit behind, just in case something
I have an
charges.
idea.
I don't mind waiting at the back. No, that's
yes.
quite okay. So yeah, Ned Seaton's the name. Being Amir.
Don't worry, I've written everything down about
Yeah,
you in my book.
Wonderful.
Why don't we get Azalea to sit in here with him while we check out the rest of the house?
No,
That's
I
a
prefer if we all
good
stay together, if that's
never
okay.
mind.
With everything that's going on, as many eyes have we got as possible. Because if somebody was able to take on me with just one hit, I don't know what would happen to you. See, I'm quite a brawny guy, really.
Sure. Does his description of an all-encompassing cold thing ring any bells in my head? Because I'm familiar with undead and stuff.
You can make an Arcana check if you wish. I'm just.
Fiends are undead?
Now he's. I mean, what do you think it is?
I'm assuming undead.
Okay, so you can roll with advantage if you want.
13.
You have no idea. Like it could be one of many things.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
His description's really. I mean, it could be a ghost by that. Like he didn't see it, and then it was all over him. He's not giving you much.
Why
Did you say you were downstairs when you were attacked?
Yeah, he was in the kitchen. I came in through the back.
Might be worth checking out the kitchen.
James, do I know of a creature that, for some reason, would steal a guy's clothes without damaging them?
It's a scarecrow.
Yeah, that bit is the weird bit. Like that.
Can I make a survival check to see why a creature would do that?
You can
Animal handling?
maybe. I'll let you get away with insight because you're not inciting him. You're inciting like the
world.
The
Sure.
world. Yeah.
Please, dice. Yes, an 18.
18. There are like ghosts and poltergeists are like the ethereal remains of a physical being. So potentially, if there was a real like prankster dude who liked getting people half naked and tying them up, maybe.
Sounds like a weird. That sounds like a kink a weird alchemist would have.
Yeah, guys,
it's quite an out there thing, but I mean, it's not unheard of. Like, it's not completely beyond the realms of possibility, but it's very specific. Perhaps there's like, from what you heard about this house is like meant to be haunted and stuff. But yeah, it's from the little information you've got, you're really struggling to put these things together.
Yeah, guys, we might have basically, I might have a problem since it looks like we have to do with a kinky poltergeist, and he likes to tie up men, as it looks. And I think he's done with Ned.
We'll use you as bait then. How about that?
I would rather not.
It was a joke. Sorry, expressions are difficult when I speak in your head. Well, it looks like Azalea's coming over now.
Hi.
Oh, hello. I'm Ned. I was the man who we found tied up in this room. Apologies for my nakedness. But I'm not totally naked, but my eyes are up here.
He's wearing underwear.
And she has a
And
blanket.
a blanket, yeah.
And a
And a
blanket.
blanket. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's too naked
I'm
for me.
showing a lot of
to tell.
leg though. A lot of leg.
Is the blanket like around his
Round his
waist
shoulders
or
and
like round his
down to,
shoulders?
It's round
if
his
it was a
ankles.
dress, it would be like a micro dress. Like it's barely. It's almost apple picking season kind of
Oh
thing.
Jesus!
I just lean in and whisper to Azalea, he's really hairy for a human.
Well, now you
Jesus
mention that,
Christ.
like
But don't worry, my dad looks the same.
he when you look at his body, there are like he might not be pure human. Like he has like an element of like half-born dragonborns are not super unusual in Algadane or even in Haven Orel. He has like the kind of like ancestry of dragonborn. Maybe he's got like his. He's not like he's got claws, but his fingers have got like his skin's kind of almost a little bit scaly around, like his elbows, his joints.
I just walk up to him and say,
Not-
have you
not
got
like-
eczema?
Not like almost like eczema, but it's very clearly scales. And like his hair, whilst it's like this dirty brown, has got these like shots of white, like Catelyn Moran has, like like almost like a skunk strip of white in it.
Mm.
But yeah,
I just pictured Cruella de Vil. for some
yeah,
reason.
almost more Pepe Le Pew.
Okay, yeah, the skunk.
With skunk, yeah.
Great. Does he probably smells like a skunk as well?
No, he doesn't smell, but he smells like if you are leaning in to sniff him.
I'm
he
not gonna do
smells
that.
Like there's a smell of blood around him because this welt on the back of his head. It was massive. The skin had cracked around it, and it was like it's swollen and bleeding. It looked like it really hurt.
That's nice.
Should
It's not like a
check
pool
the
of blood
kitchen?
around him.
Do we want to check the kitchen, or should we just finish up here first?
Yeah, that's fair.
I think we should first finish one floor.
Well, which way do you want to go? So, if I stand in this crossroads, there's no doors to the bottom, south of this map, right?
So the south of this map, yeah, there's no doors to the south. That's just
Okay.
like a window.
Okay.
Let's do left first and leave someone in the crossroads to look out so we
Okay,
don't
we'll
get...
leave Ned here to look out. Is it you okay with that, Ned?
Should
Yeah,
we give him
sure.
a weapon?
Oh, if you've got a spare weapon, I would very much appreciate it.
I
I'm
will
quite handy with
I'll
a-
hand him my blue silver scimitar, which is
That'd do. I've got a pretty. I'm pretty handy with a short sword or a scimitar, yeah. Or if you want to hand over one of those crossbows, I can use one of them just
Nope.
fine too.
nope.
No, okay. No, I'll just be here then with your sword.
Great. Now, unless something attacks you, just be careful with it. It's very sharp.
I have held a sword before, just so you're aware.
I'm sorry. I'd say just in his head. I'm working with amateurs, so I just have to be very careful.
He gives you a big one.
I give him the action to talk back if he wants to. you can find my head.
Looking at me like that.
perfectly my new blue-haired friend.
Okay. So left. So I'll same thing. Yeah. I don't. I look around for a key.
Can't see.
Okay. So I just make sure everyone's sort of somewhat close to me, and then I won't kick it. I'll just use the handle and SWAT team, SEAL Team 6.
Still Team 6 inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you open the door, and what was once a fine master bedroom, it now stands decayed. Some of the floorboards are missing, and there's rubbish scattered all around. There's a tall wooden wardrobe that stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its door closed, but on the outside of the wardrobe is a peg with a very ragged, stained cloak hanging on it. There appears to be an old pair of cracked leather boots. And some next to the bed is a really old just ruined books like that you can see at a glance. The pages are moth-eaten and missing huge chunks. I didn't share the map, but I mean,
It seems like our new friend Ned might need some clothes, but I don't trust the room. Can I make a perception check, look around, see if there's any, if the floor is going to break again, or,
Yeah,
any
you-
traps or something.
You'd kind of seen in some of the other rooms that there is like mold on the floor, and from where Laffy fell through it, you saw especially dark bits of mold. You think you could avoid those bits if you were careful, but you don't think the mold in here is as bad. Just even at a casual glance, you can tell
Okay,
that.
so very sort of, checking every step before I move.
I will ask Loon to. No, not Loon. Lafette.
Laffy.
Laffy. So, goddamn. If she wants to swap order, because I don't know if it's best if she's in the front.
You just like walk past me, and I'm like, okay.
You probably just step over him.
Yeah.
Just
Also, just like very sort of quickly, but okay, that doesn't make sense. Carefully walking over to those clothes. You said they were sort of like dirty and stuff, but they're probably wearable, I assume.
Beggars
the
can't be
boots-
choosers.
The boots are old and cracked, but kind of, if they fit him, they look like they may do. The cloak is tooled with the design of coiling ivy leaves, but the inner folds of which are covered in what looks to be like a yellow dust.
But I know what that is.
You can make a survival check, sure.
I'm good at that, unless it's Faith in Undead.
Nope.
Okay, just gonna ask it every time. 22.
You would know this to be yellow mold, and you want to stay the hell away from it.
Okay. Are the boots like next to the cloak?
No, they're fine.
Okay,
They
so
look fine.
so I'll grab the boots, leaving the cloak. I'll point it out to the rest of the group. Say that mold's not nice, so just stay away from it if you see any more of it, and point it out so we all know. Grab the boots and hand them to Ned. This is all I got, but it's better than nothing.
These should fit me just fine. I'm just gonna lean this sword up against here, and I'm gonna try and put them on. And he puts the shoes on.
Okay,
After a
great.
minute, he kind of stamps around in them.
He's just wearing underwear and
Yep.
boots.
Yeah.
And a blanket.
And this cloak, and he looks
What an
like
outfit.
a stripper. He looks like he's about to like. It's a look.
While Wolf is going towards the next room, can I check inside the books in this room to see if there's any like notes stuffed into pages or things like that?
As you open them, the pages just crumble.
Okay.
These books are not readable or legible in any way. They are just falling apart. Like damp and extreme where there's a big hole in the window. These books are trashed. You're not going to be able to make anything out of these.
Can I scrape up a bit of mold and just
Oh Jesus!
put it in a little
Yeah.
jar?
Yeah, sure. Can you make a do that? You can make a sleight of hand check, please.
Of course.
I could just imagine Azalea having like a little jingle as she walks because she's got loads of jars filled with things.
I just
Filled
like say
with the most
I say-
disgusting things as well.
I say, don't touch it. Walk out the room. You go in the room. Touch it.
Touch it, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, sorry, I'm just loading up the sheet. now.
This is not D&D. This is actually a parent
It feels like it.
food.
It feels like it.
Ooh. That's a
Let's see what we
22.
22. I see a 6.
I see 6 as well.
Yes, I do see a 6 also. Yes.
That was my survival
Yeah,
check.
seeing the prior roll.
Yeah. So with a 6, can you make a Constitution
Jesus
Oh,
saving throw?
lordy.
Bear in mind
So
as well,
you're-
you still have disadvantage from
So
What
you're
being
level of
frightened-
pneumonia
Well,
am I getting?
I don't think frightened gives you disadvantage on saving
This is
throws.
on all checks and saves.
Oh.
You wanted a con save, yeah?
So you're
Yes, please.
frightened, poisoned, and spidered.
Okay. Alright, disadvantage on this.
Jesus. Oh,
15.
it's good.
15. Bear with me 1 second. Hazards. Here we are.
Is the moss I
more than
collected gonna
50,
make me
I'll be very
sick? Yeah,
surprised.
maybe.
Okay. Okay. So as you try to scrape it off, like you hit like I don't know what the official term would be. So I'm gonna say like a nub of it, for lack of a better word, and like it just spasms and ejects a cloud of spores in a 10-foot cube around you. And what did you roll? A 15. Okay.
15.
Meets it, beats it. Okay.
That's a high DC.
That's a high DC. Or take. Okay, yeah. You don't take anything. You quickly hold your breath, close your eyes, and you kind of stagger out of the
Come
thing.
across this before.
Yeah, you know from experience that you really dodged a bullet there, but you didn't manage to get any, I'm afraid. You would also know that even if you did get it, you'd have to be really careful because it's the minute anything like sunlight or even fire gets near it, it kills this stuff. But if there's a little bit of this yellow mold here, chances are there's some more somewhere else. But you know for a fact you've really dodged a bullet there. If you'd have failed that, you know that for the next
Guys,
minute.
I think the DM's trying to tell us not to mess with it again.
Well, can you make a nature check and then you can make a wisdom saving throw to see if you shake off this frightened condition.
Yes, ignore the doorbell that's ringing in the distance. I was doing that really aggressively. Okay.
Don't.
Didn't hear it.
Yeah, we didn't hear
Okay,
it.
good that you can't hear it and can't hear someone screaming at it. Okay.
I think I heard that.
Oh. Sorry, was it a nature check you wanted?
Nature check and then a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Nature. There.
Off near that.
Yes, apologies.
No, sorry.
Oh my god. Selena, shut up!
you missed my audio being shit for 45 minutes, so don't worry about it.
Incredible.
Nature with a 9. I would say that you know that if you were to have got that, taken a lungful of that, chances are it would have killed you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
But let's try this wisdom saving throw, see if you can shake off this frightened condition. That is a really hardcore. Yeah, you do pass now. You take a minute and you shake it off.
I'm not scared anymore, guys.
Deep breath.
Bolstered my spirits.
Inhale the goodness, exhale the bullshit, and you are centered.
Yeah, the
What
mold
are you
got you a
scared
little
from?
high.
I think it's a sense of oh, there's so much mold here, and the
You just forget.
fascination with all of that makes me just forget
Just
that there's
forget you're
scary shit going on.
scared.
Yeah.
She was scared from she stood on when she walked upstairs, there was an ethereal scream that terrified her. That last time we played.
The rest of us just passed. It was just her.
Yeah, it was just a really unfortunate roll, I'm afraid. But this house is quite unforgiving in terms of the naked person you're stood by and the killer mold and the killer beetles and killer weasels.
Yeah, clearly. Do I see a
I
key?
want to go skin those weasels.
You do not see a key.
I did the same thing. SEAL Team 6, SWAT Team Hadouken.
Okay. You open the door.
Yes.
This door just creaks open. It's fine. There is nothing in here to prevent you from swinging open the door, and I will reveal the room to you. This room appears to be another dirty, decayed bedroom without furniture. Even though you're viewing it from the doorway, you haven't been inside yet. It's evident that the floor in here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing, and other parts are partially dislodged.
I'm gonna say, Laffy, come here, and point out that, all dangerous. Don't. Okay.
What are your guys' passive investigation checks?
12.
11.
11. Cerulean Wolf, as you are gently ribbing your new friend, your new BFF, and you're pointing out the dislodged floorboards, you are looking at the floor. You can see that there are tracks in the dirt that lead to a window, that lead to the door, and avoiding the kind of loosened floorboards that go to. Let me make sure I'm on the right level. This window here.
So
Is that passive perception 12?
That's investigation.
Oh.
So it's like a pathway
Yeah,
that
like
goes between all of the weird stuff
Yeah.
to the window. Is the window open?
No.
I don't know why, but when you said to the window, then my
The-
brain went to the window.
To the walls. Yeah. The window is uncurtained. There's a crack in the window at the top of it, like a bird's hit it or a stone or something. But the window itself is shut.
And what do the footprints look like? Are they like boots or like?
Yeah.
How big? Like the boots I just picked up and gave
EU
to
size 10.
Ned?
I don't know what you want me to say here.
No,
Huge.
no. Do they match the boots I just gave to Ned?
You'd have to check. You'd have to like borrow his feet.
I don't care that much.
Ned, what?
Okay. So would it be easy for me to follow these tracks and not? Like,
Oh yeah, super easy. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not hard. Like you can see him in the dirt. The ground is not like. It's not that. It's not as bad as it was in the other room. Basically, you feel you could easily, without even having to make a check, you just need to watch where you put your feet.
Okay,
in.
yeah, I'll
Chemical
do
terms,
that.
It would be difficult terrain, but that's it.
Yeah, I'll move around following it to get to that window. Just
Yeah.
look around.
Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Can you? What are you looking for?
We said the window was cracked.
Yep. Like in the top corner of it, like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very small crack in the window. That's
I'm
letting
just
in
looking
cold
for
air.
anything abnormal or like strange about it. Just so you know, the window area around it, if it's got curtains, something like that. You know, just scanning that area.
Yeah. Okay. Can you make a investigation check as well? Is anybody else doing anything? Is anyone else coming in the room?
I'm just staring at Ned again.
I think
Ned
I'm
is-
curious, so I may be following Wolf and having a look at what she's looking at specifically.
Okay. You can find it very easy to maneuver around these loose floorboards. It's not difficult. Ned is kind of stood there, kind of curious to what you guys are doing, kind of nervously holding this sword, not swinging it, but it's very ready in his hands. So yeah, a 17, Cerulean Wolf. When you kind of get to where you are here, you see some stuff that you weren't able to see from the door. There's kind of footprints around the window that suggest to you that somebody is kind of like perched on the windowsill with a foot on the ground and then moved around a bit and like they've been there for a while, like moving position, like scuffs on the floor. You weren't able to see it from as far away as you were, but you start seeing these scuffs there, and that there are scratches on the windowsill, and
Like claws.
not like claws, more like a heavy thing has been placed there and moved a few times. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, like something heavy's been lifted up and put here, and someone's been waiting and getting bored and moving around. There's like little scratches on the windowsill where someone's clearly been like whittling or sticking a knife into a little crack and making it bigger.
Okay.
You look kind of out of the window, and you cannot imagine anywhere in the house where you would have a better view over the lake to Haven Orel than the view you have right now. Like you have a perfect example, like a perfect view of the lake and the town, the city, country beyond. It's staggeringly like good for like you could see anything come in. You can see almost the entirety of the lake.
Okay. I'm just writing this down. I have an idea in my head. Okay, in my mind, someone has been in this house, either camping out, or it could be the weird person or creature or thing that attacked Ned and was so they're not completely, inhuman, if that makes sense. But I don't find much. I'll point out stuff that I saw to Azalea if she's looking, and then head out. Head back.
Why don't we just scout every room and see if there's anything in any of them?
Well, that's the plan. We're almost done with the top floor. We've got 2, maybe 3 rooms left.
And even if the house is possessed, we can just leave upon knowing that. Our job is to scout, so to say, not to deal with the possession.
Well, you do think
unless it
possessed, then, right? You think there is a ghost.
There's definitely something here.
It would seem a poltergeist or something.
Like a
By
ghost
what
or
happened to you?
yeah.
Well, aren't they quite dangerous though?
Yes, but I've dealt with them before.
Are they
and
dangerous?
I've poltergeists or spirits as such. I feel like I could maybe get a good grasp with that.
They're not too dangerous if you are careful. They're not too strong. They as clear with Ned, they work with the element of surprise, and they are usually a little bit timid or do other things when there is multiple people because they usually cannot deal with more than one person without getting the jump on them.
My guess is that if there's a ghost here and the guy who lived here is missing,
It's probably him,
Maybe-
yeah.
maybe he's just annoyed that people are coming into his house. He might not even know he's a ghost.
Oh no. How do you tell someone they're a ghost?
Must be a very awkward conversation to have.
Well, I
Wait.
think the sentence "you are a ghost" is helpful.
Wait,
But would you believe it if someone come up to say, "Oh, excuse me, my friend, you are a ghost"? No,
well, if
I
you put
wouldn't.
your hand through them, then probably.
Well, what if they were?
That's a bit rude.
Yeah, they
Well-
could be a ghost.
Excuse
And
me,
this-
you died
this-
a terrible
this-
tragic
this-
death, now you're a ghost.
Look at the mark on the back of my head. This was not caused by a hand that goes through stuff.
Well, they can be corporeal for when they want to be.
So that would just fall flat on its arse then, wouldn't it?
Yes, but if they're not actively doing it, then it seems strange. By the way, I have a question. Were you how long were you in that room for?
I was knocked out.
Okay, well, sorry. That's bad.
What day did
When
you get
did
here?
you enter this house? Or when is
I
the last point
believe
you
it was-
remember?
What day is it today?
It's Saturday.
Saturday. I think it was, yes. Oh my god, I've been unconscious for a whole day.
So I'm assuming you were not the one moving around a few
Well, I
minutes
might
ago.
have been tossing and turning in my unconscious. I don't know if it progressed into sleep. I can't say. I did kind of like come to a little bit for a while, but I don't know. I don't.
'Cause we
I
heard
don't know what the noise was.
steps, didn't we?
You heard some thudding.
It's
It
like
could have
some,
been him,
yeah,
it
like
could have been him rolling
And a
over.
shriek.
well, the
You
shriek
heard
was
the
from
shriek.
below us, right?
Yeah, the shriek was from below. The shriek sounded like it came from like the cellar or something.
Let's keep speed running. Crossbow, SEAL Team 6. How do you go?
Okay.
Open the door.
So you carefully and slowly open the door into what appears to be a kind of like a bedroom. There's a damp mold that covers, it's kind of that same yellowy mold that covers portions of the wall and ceiling in this large bedroom, and rubbish is just everywhere, all over the floor. It is
What
like
sort
a
of-
squat rubbish set.
Like rubbish. Like what?
It's like
Is it just like
old, like rotten apple cores, but like long rotten. Like scrumpled up bits of paper that have got damp and squished down, bits of ceiling, like bits of bird's nest, just anything you can imagine. And around the center of the room is what appears to be a single mattress that's been looks like a fox has tried to make a bed in it. Like stuffing, it's like torn to shit. Stuffing's poking out of it. There's a large wooden chest in the corner, the timbers of which is split. So this thing
Can we
is
see
far
into the
back through the
chest?
window. The timbers are split, but you can't see into it. But you can see that it is
Let's
you can
open
see that
it.
it's not locked.
Let's open it.
There's loads of
check
mold.
Around the chest
The
to see if
mold's
there's like
fine. We'll just...
You no, it's
So the
not.
mold isn't near the chest. The mold's on the wall and the ceiling. And unless you touch it, like as Alia did, you think you can if you want to go in that room. you
Okay,
I can open
to
it
get to
from
the
a
chest.
distance.
do
I
that.
can open it. Yeah, I open it with Mage Hand.
could. Okay. You see inside that looks like documents and clothes. Like from where you are, it
I
looks like
will
paper and
grab them
fabric.
out with
Ned!
Mage
We
Hand
got you some clothes.
and give.
Who gave you an
them a-
outfit?
They,
I will-
as you lift them up, the clothes fall apart. They're just
Never
rotted and
mind.
mouldy.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, if we could find my actual
are the
clothes,
documents
that would be-
readable?
Leave some clothes.
If you can find my true clothes,
What
that
were
would
you
be
wearing?
wonderful. Well, I mean, I don't want to brag, but it was kind of nice. It was not my nicest, but I had my nice pleated denim jeans, and I had a rather nice shirt.
You know what? We've got
And it had my
trees
weapons
outside.
first
We've
and
got
foremost.
bark. We've got like some bits of hemp and straw. We could make you a
But where have they
bikini.
gone though? My clothes should be in here somewhere. And if we don't, maybe they're in one of these rooms here, or maybe in the attic. I don't know.
Ned
Well,
was wearing
if we
jorts.
find them, you can have them. And he does sound
Well,
like a
clearly, they're
stripper.
my
Let's be
bloody
honest.
clothes.
You want my cloak? I feel like you look cold.
He has a blanket.
I've got my I've got the blanket.
We're just all giving him clothes.
Yeah, I
She's
just
got
want my
my
clothes
blanket.
back, and then get out of this bloody place.
Go to the next room.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't even really feel the cold, if I'm being honest.
We're just like walking further away, so he's like
this is just for
muffled.
my modesty, rather. Oh, I've just hidden. I want to reveal. It's more for your modesty than my comfort.
Well, don't
so-
worry.
Oh, so
Ooh.
you don't mind just being boss, out to the world?
Well, I don't really feel the cold very much.
Huh. All modesty,
Anyway.
apparently.
Is the
So
floor
it's-
in here mouldy?
The floor in here is not super moldy. You open up onto what appears to be a box room. A room appears to have been used for storage. A large, ill-made oak chest stands under the window, its lid closed. Elsewhere in the room lies 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected little dust, appear to have been placed here only recently. It appears to be pleated denim and a rather
Oh my
nice shirt
god!
and some shoes.
Hey,
Ned, we found your
Ned, we
clothes.
found your clothes.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
out the way!
I'm gonna-
If
I'm
you
gonna
don't mind, ladies, can you avert your eyes and you?
You're already wearing nothing. It's fine.
Well, no, because it's rather embarrassing.
By
having to
only
consider-
sending away the ladies, do you want me to stay? I don't know how I want to feel
I
about
bet
this.
ladies, come back and watch. Right?
No,
Um,
I'll look away,
wait,
thank
what-
you.
what-
Hold up.
Man,
Laffy just
on
runs
his
back
shirt.
in.
He's got this
Jesus
What?
tutorials, which he hands back to you, and he pulls out this not ungood short sword. It looks a very functional and quite well used short sword. Very sharp. You know, he finds a scabbard for it, puts it in. It's better to have your own kit back in it. And then he pulls out he's got a crossbow as well, a hand crossbow that he pulls up and puts in his pocket. And he goes, "This is what I mean. I don't think anyone would want to attack me." And he pulls out like a leather jerkin as well. And
Well,
he puts
clearly
that on.
something did. So,
Well, but I don't know why they would.
does
yeah.
this chest look more? What's the word? Does it look less decayed than the other stuff, or is it like also broken?
It looks like it's been there as long as the other stuff.
Can I, look at the chest, see if it's trapped? I'm not that good at this, actually. I probably should let. You do
Can
it.
you make an investigation check? And it has nothing to do with Faith or Undead.
5.
It
No, I know.
looks
I
fine.
assumed. Well, it looks fine. And is it locked?
Yes, it's locked.
Okay. I can't unlock it. I'm just like, chest looks fine, but I can't open it.
Well, do you want me to have a go? As a little recompense for what you freeing me and finding my gear, as it were?
Well, if you'd like to, but I will assume that Lou is probably decent at doing that. What?
So I'm not completely hearing what you guys are saying.
Oh no! What
Are
I'm
you
saying
good
is-
at unlocking chests? Can you unlock this chest for me? For us?
Sure.
Okay, can you make a lockpick or a thieves tool check, please? If you've got expertise in that and that's your thing, then yeah.
Well, if you're
Teach and
proficient,
sleight of hand.
well, if you're
Yeah.
proficient with thieves' tools, then it's just death plus proficiency. But if you're, expertise, it's expertise.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you
Okay, so
21. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah,
My
definitely. That is. Yeah, you definitely with a 21, able to open this thoroughly empty chest.
Oh.
Well-
Womp womp.
Well, okay.
Now
so
I've
that's
got my kit here, I'm feeling a bit more ready for the world. Shall we have a peek at what's in the attic?
Do we want to go up or do we want to go down?
I'm just gonna whisper to Wolf. He seems really keen to go into the attic.
I don't. It seems strange. I don't. Well, do we want to go up or down? Down seems to have more weird things. We've not really heard anything from the attic yet.
Well, I
But I
suppose
guess-
that's true, but I mean, it's just there, like.
Yeah, I do. It does make sense to. It makes more sense to complete this, then go back down.
Do you
So,
want to go
as you
first,
come-
Ned?
I don't know about first. I can back. I've got my sword and my crossbow though. As Sterling Wolf, as you go around the corner, along the north wall of the area, there's a staircase that descends to the ground floor near the rear of the house. So there's a way down here as well. Though it looks really loose and like not particularly safe. Along and the other staircase goes up, so to the attic. So the one on the right and one at the top. Only the lowest 6 steps are still intact, and like the rest of the half of the steps are just completely gone. You could probably try to climb up there if you wanted, but there's a big heap of rotten timber that looks like it's fallen out through the roof.
Can I look at the stairs going down and just peek down and see what I see?
Yeah. 1 second. Sorry, you've having to jump about now. 1910. Okay. You see what appears to be a scullery.
Wait, I don't know. What is that?
Like a kitchen.
It's
It's like a storage room for like near the kitchen. So
Okay.
it would be like where you keep your pots and pans and like your potatoes and stuff.
Okay. I would say, Ned, did you come in through this way, or was that the room you came in?
He comes down, like walks down to you, goes, well, I can't see properly. I came in from, I think so, but I came in from the room to the left, as it were, kind of like underneath this window, and he points to your left.
Okay. It might be a little bit difficult to get up these stairs to the attic. Just looking to see if I've got anything that might be handy. Would it be like acrobatic sort of thing, trying to
Acrobatics or athletics, maybe, or if you were to give you a leg up, you could do something with advantage with athletics.
That's true. How tall is Kudo? He's like short.
Kudo's quite short, isn't he?
He's like a raccoon.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he's classed as small. I don't think so. But oh no, you are, aren't you? Classed as small.
I did actually not really decide. I can be medium or small.
It's a raccoon. It's gotta be small.
Yeah, I feel like a
Yeah,
raccoon does gonna be
yeah.
small. You're like, so I'm gonna sort of like, in his head, I'm gonna say it might be a little bit rude, but can I or someone
Do you know
throw
what?
you up?
Do you know what? I'll clasp my hands and I'll boost you up from those. This feels a little bit rude.
It does feel a bit rude, but I can't see a better way up.
Well, here, take my rope with you, and then when you're up there,
Yeah, I have a rope. That's
Oh, okay.
but it's just getting
If,
into the
if
first
you
step.
have the rope, I can just put it up with mage hand. You know that.
That's true. That's
But then when it's up
I
there,
will
you need
just
to tie it,
do
don't you?
that.
Oh yeah, we do need to tie it somewhere.
I can still.
Well, we can't see it up, can we? We can just.
Yeah, you don't know what you're attaching it to is safe.
There's no way. Is that so? Is it like a staircase with sides? Like, is it just like a? Is it like a railing, or is it like sides, almost like a wall?
It
side?
had a railing on it, but it's completely fallen down. Like it's just in pieces.
Okay, so could I? So can I see any part of? I actually don't really. Can I see any part of the ceiling, or like
Yeah.
a bit of wood sticking out up at
Yeah,
the
you
top?
can see straight up into the ceiling, like of the attic. It's like you can see like where some of the ceiling tiles are missing. It's about 10 feet up here. It's like it's just too high to jump.
Okay, can I fire a crossbow, a bolt into the ceiling, and hopefully lodge it in?
Yeah, if you want to, sure. You
Yeah.
may. I mean, as long as you don't roll a nat 1.
That's not on that one.
A 17, yeah. So you
17.
fire up I'm assuming you kind of like.
So like
tie
angling it so it's like.
So you kind of like fire a rope on it, so it's like a rope where you're trying to get yourself like a handhold or something like that.
Well, I don't know how it would work if I was. I mean, if I could tie a rope to it and fire it, I would do that.
Yeah, let's say for the sake of argument, you can do that. I can't imagine why that isn't possible, but then
I just
I've
thought
never used a
wait,
crossbow.
maybe, but
Yeah. So you fire it out, and it like thunks into the rafters, and there's like this little spray of dust that comes down, and then you hear like a sound that's very much like
like a bird.
like a chirrup, yeah, almost like a chirrup. And then there's nothing for a few seconds.
That's not what I was expecting. I sort of like yank on the rope a few times to see if it's like held.
Yeah, it seems that every time you pull it, a little bit more dust comes down, but like, it looks like it might take your weight.
This should work. Who wants to go first?
How about you?
I would,
Well,
but
I
you'll
guess
shout at
I
me.
will go as I'm the lightest. I guess.
Yes. Okay. This bird's getting annoying very quickly.
You hear what
yeah,
sounds like it sounds like the flap of wings.
How big?
You can hear it from where you are.
How far away do I think it is?
Let's see how big this thing is. Not big, like the size like an owl, something like that. Maybe.
Okay.
But you hear a few flaps of wings.
Okay,
You
so
hear,
I'll
like,
give
a lot of wings.
a kudos or like a boost, a help up, as he climbs
Thank
up. Like
you.
because you can walk up the few stairs and then climb the rest, right? I think, if that's right. Because you said the first few
Yes.
stairs were fine, James.
Yeah,
And
the
then-
first few steps are fine.
Yeah. Okay.
As you kind of pull yourself up and you reach the top, you peer over, like you start pulling yourself up to the floor of this attic, and there's this gaping hole in the floor that where you are climbing up to. You can see grimy cobwebs all over the walls and ceiling, and the floor is covered with broken furniture and other detritus and rubbish, and this weird kind of like red goo, but it's not bright red. It's kind of like a faded red, like a browny red goo. Several holes in the roof allow dim light to enter the large room that extends the entire length of the house. 2 large sacks lie heaped very close to where you are now. And as you pull yourself up and you go to kind of steady yourself on this, you hear again this massive flap of wings and this chirruping sound as 6 creatures that look like this that I've just posted into the VTT, kind of like furry hedgehog bats, start flying down towards you, Kudo.
Oh.
And they try to bite you. Does 17 hit you?
I want to remember what those things are, but I know I don't.
No,
like
it
them.
doesn't.
Okay, that's 1. It flies away. Do you want to make an opportunity attack against it?
Wait, give me a second. Can I use Green Flame Blade as...
You can if on your turn, sure.
You would need Warcaster.
No, can I use it
You
for
would
the
need
opportunity?
Warcaster.
Yeah, you
Ah,
need
yeah.
Warcaster for that, yeah. So the second one-
Wait, give me a...
Skibidi-bop-bop-bop.
quick, because there's 5
Yeah, I
more
will
coming
attack.
down you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Make an attack of opportunity against the one that's just tried to bite you.
Yes.
How the hell do you say
do I
that
have
word?
it wielded
16.
1 or 200? I have a shield, yes. Does it hit?
Yeah, 16 definitely hits. Oh yeah,
It's one-handed.
You carve this thing clean in half. It's straight away, no problem. It's gone. It's dead. But
Can I
the
just shout down, guys? There are these kiwi bats that are attacking
Kiwi
me.
bats is actually an
That's actually
excellent
really good. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are like kiwi bats.
but the other 5 kind of swarm round you and also try to bite you. So
I
1,
can't remember what these things are, but I know I don't like them.
10 misses. So AC 18, I guess I'm going for 15 misses. 20, and you take one of them latches onto you, and you take 5 piercing damage. And then there's 2 more. 9 and a 9. Okay, so one of them, they all flat past you and then rush down the stairs and kind of bother the whole party, then fly out one of the broken windows. But the one that bit you is still attached to you, and it's like sucking your blood out of this wound that is created on the side of your arm.
So the rest of them just fly out.
The rest of them just fly out.
Okay.
You would recognise these almost immediately as sturges.
That's what they are.
Yeah, they
I
are.
was trying to figure out what they were. I
On
can't
a
remember.
scale of
Described as
one-
a large bat or oversized mosquito. It's got sharp pincers and
As
long
a
knees like
mosquito.
proboscis. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how anchored in is the kiwi bat?
You could use your action to try and detach it.
Hudo, move over here. I'll get it.
He's upstairs.
Yeah,
No, I don't. You can climb
but
down.
do I have advantage because it's basically immovable?
No.
But it's just attached to me. How could I
it's
not hit
right
it?
next to you. It's like well within like if you're trying to hit it with a long samurai sword, it's going to be difficult.
That is actually true.
That's somewhat
It's
true.
flapping. It's all up in your face. It's all up in your grill.
But you have a dagger.
I will attack it with green flame, but it doesn't do any difference.
No, it won't hurt you. You get to choose the other creature. Yeah, so please make your attack to kill this bitch.
I go cry.
Nat 1 misses, and you take another 1d4 plus 3 damage. So that's 6 more damage as this creature takes another big old sippy from the Kudo Cola can.
Wait, but I can still move.
You can still move, but it's attached to you.
Yes, I could just go down
Yeah.
and have someone else just punch it.
Yeah, okay. So you drop down, and there's this big fucking kiwi bat on him.
Can somebody
smack
get rid
it.
of it? And I hold out the kiwi bat.
It's calm. It's chewing on your arm.
Yes, someone quick, please.
Oh my god!
Another nat 1. Can you roll damage if you
Oh
accidentally hit Kudo?
no!
Can he? How do we do that once?
I would say usually it doesn't do anything, but in this instance it's too funny.
Can you at least make an attack
my
roll
God.
against my AC? God damn, why are you?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's the fair point. Can you re-roll that against
Okay.
his AC? Yeah, because that is hilarious. 18. Oh my god. Okay, so that's. I'm assuming the Crimson Right is optional, right?
I don't think it is.
Oh my God.
Let me check. It doesn't say optional or not. It just says weapon deals additional damage.
Oh, so it's flat out just does the
I
damage.
think
okay.
so.
Okay,
So I
so that's
take-
9 more damage. Would anyone
And I
else like
take-
to try and remove this creature?
Did I already take the 6 damage from the bat?
Yes.
Then can I stab it again?
Well, it has its turn before you do. So if you'd like
Yeah,
to...
but it took my turn after me failing to attack it. That's when I took the 6 damage.
That's true.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Okay, so you have one more try. Yeah, I'll say one more attempt to get rid of it. 14. Let's see if I hit the
Please.
13. Meets it, beats it.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. You slam it off and
Christ.
you chop its proboscis off, and it flops down to the floor and like rattles about a bit and then just kind of dies. And you pull out this proboscis, which is an awful word. I really dislike the word proboscis.
I was just
But
thinking.
Stop
do
saying it.
notice, that if you were to give it to Cerulean Wolf, maybe she could use it as a new straw. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
James,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
It's just isn't it?
I could use it as a
we-
component, surely.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could probably use it as a component if you wanted. It's a Sturge. It's a CR 1/4 creature, and you could use that in one of your components if you'd like.
Hmm.
And Ned is like
Jesus Christ.
trying to. He saw you try to remove this creature and hit your compadres, and he's like, yeah. No, he went Australian for some reason. I can see. What was his accent? It was like West Country
He was like,
Birmingham,
yeah,
wasn't it?
he was like, yeah.
So I don't know. I can't remember what his accent was. He just kind of goes amateurs like that. And
We're
we'll
the ones
take
that saved you, Ned.
Well, I mean, you untied me, I suppose. I want to. I don't know. My accent may have changed when that Sturge went
Yeah,
past.
did you hit your head?
Yeah, I must have bitten my tongue. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, what we'll do
It definitely wasn't that.
definitely wasn't that. It was more of a.
He was like,
It was,
he was
I
like
don't-
kind of like a West Country. No,
yeah, it was like West Country. Like,
I can't get.
I
into it now.
don't. By the way, can Laffy, you did heal Lou before. Do you have some healing left
Yeah.
by any chance? Because by some chance, I took half of my damage by some
we both rolled that one.
person. Thank you
There you
very
go.
much.
Are you sure that we can't go outside and come back at this another day?
No, it's really
What is his
confusing.
accent? Oh my
It sounds
god!
so different. James,
it's sort of-
download
when
the
he put his
recording.
outfit-
Download the recording and listen back while we.
No, it's like when he put his outfit on, his whole persona changed. Literally, it's like a new man.
It's crazy. Is your name actually Ned?
So what? I mean, are you sure you want to go inside? Oh, I
Wasn't
don't
it?
know. Carry on. No, that's South African. Oh my god.
Yeah,
By
so
dumb lad.
maybe we should take a
Should we
break,
take
eat some
a quick
sandwiches.
breather? Yeah. Okay. We'll have a quick breather, and then should we do it outside where it's nice and sunny, out of this house with all the weird sturges and stuff?
Yes, we can. Zayla, you can skin the weasels like you wanted to as well.
Yes.
Okay.
You're way too excited about that.
So
No,
I will
I'm not
move
excited.
the thing outside. Okay, let me find some more music because things about to get spicy, y'all. As we sit
Oh,
down
no.
so
and we have
bad on
a
my
short
beard.
rest. What do people regain on the short rest, and what do people
Nothing.
eat? What do people do? Like, how do people relax for an hour? Is what I'm asking. As Ned sits there and he goes through his stuff, make sure all his pockets are full of all the lint and interesting stones.
Decides
that
which
he's picked up on
accent
the
he's going to
journey.
use.
No, this is the accent. It's going to stick with it now. I've remembered it. It's ingrained in my brain.
That's not true.
But well, no, it isn't. But it's one of my very few accents. What are other people able to do on a short rest, and how do you unwind after being in a house that you thought maybe was haunted, and everyone's taken a little bit of a bump in the house. What do you do to relax?
I'm like grabbing some cloth from like some spare cloth and like helping bandage the piercing wound that I did to Kudo. Pulling out slowly pulling out the arrow, the bolt. Wrapping it up, making sure it's okay. Just feeling bad that I did that.
So the weather is very cool. There's a wind blowing through. You were able to find like a little bit of kind of respite from the wind while still being in the sun, but it's not the nicest day. It's quite overcast still. You were in the house for probably less than an hour, say. Maybe 45 minutes to an hour you were in there for. So the sun has kind of reached its zenith. It's around lunchtime. So now is a good time to take a break. Have a bite to eat, break out your rations. Has anyone eaten anything particularly unusual?
Well, I think when
Probably Lou.
this is
Eating
happening,
A quarter bread.
I think while this wound is being dealt with, I think I'm popping in and I'm just slapping on maybe like a little bit of honey, or maybe a tiny bit of garlic, or like something antibacterial
Rosemary,
just to slap on.
olive oil, bit of pepper and salt.
Put it on the fryer.
Just while we're on this bit of the map, because I fell into that room, should I be able to know what's in there?
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me reveal it. Nothing interesting.
Okay, cool.
See, something came of it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's gross. It's really gross in there. Like all mouldy and like plaster dropped on the floor.
My
So
dress is
I'm
no
assuming
longer white.
where I looked down was like the very top of the house. So
Hang on, you moved. Sorry, I didn't. So
like the very top of the house would be
yeah,
the
you saw kind of into
Yeah.
here. I think you saw like kind of there.
something like that. Yeah.
But it was exactly that. Oh no, tell a lie. I'm wrong. Sorry, it wasn't that bit. It's that bit.
Haha. We know more.
Oh no!
Guys, we found some more stairs. I don't know why I know them. I just found some more stairs.
Yeah, that's what you have seen so far. And Ned kind of talks about, he's not from this part of the country, but he's heard, how the rumor of this house has spread, kind of not far and wide, but it spread to his little village. And he kind of made his way down to see if any truth was there to the rumors of like treasure and.
Didn't you say you got dared to go in?
Yeah.
Who's dared? I can just ask Ned. Who dared you to come in here? Why did they leave you on your own?
Well, it was a choice. Kind of my brother. He said, "Oh, Ned, you never do anything exciting. You pretty good with that sword of yours, but you never do nothing. And go in that. I dare you go in the house and see if you can find something, and we can sell it." As he's sitting there eating peanuts.
They didn't offer to come in with you.
Oh no, that wouldn't be much of a dare, now would it? Like, I dare you to go inside that haunted house, and I'm gonna come with you. No. He wanted me to go in, and see what I could find. And I
And did
got in one room, and I got knocked out.
I'm just wondering why he didn't come looking for you since you've been missing for like over 24 hours.
Well, it took me 2 or 3 days to get here, so
I see.
we don't have mobile phones yet.
So,
And also, what I said to him is like, if I get something to sell, I might take it down to Avon Oral, try and shift it there. Get some money, maybe find a job down there for a bit. It's a big undertaking when you do a big bit of traveling like this.
Yeah.
I came down on the boat, you see.
How's your head?
I've not had any complaints. No, but seriously,
Worth.
Jesus.
it's still a bit. My head's okay. It's the neck. It's it hurts when I touch it. So I'm not going to touch it. And hurts when I look up too high or too far to the left. But other than that, it's fine. I think the worst is either gone or still yet to come. Does anyone have any jerky I could have?
What?
Jerky,
I'm not giving him anything.
No.
jerky. Dried meat.
I mean, there's weasels outside.
I've never had a weasel, and it's not cooked.
There's a few torch and a tinder box if you want it.
I'm not much of a cook, but I could have a go. Are you gonna? Should I try to roast up a weasel? That sounds like an innuendo. It isn't, but
It didn't until you said it. Because I didn't think it.
anyway,
Isn't
I don't
there-
really like roasted food. I like dried food, like nuts.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a
jerky.
pantry at the back of the house.
Yeah, but everything in there is rotten, isn't it? When I was in the kitchen, it wasn't nice in there neither. But the day's getting on. Are we? Maybe should we go back down to the inn, or?
No, we're going to finish up here.
Oh, you sure it's worth it?
It's literally our job to do that, so yes.
Well, hopefully there's just nothing worse in there than what we've already seen. Your friends here got pretty hurt before. So did you.
Well, I'm feeling a bit better now, so I think we can
Glad
carry
to
on.
hear. Should we? What? Do you want to show you where I came in the kitchen?
Yes, that'll be good.
Very well. Follow me. And he gets to his feet, pops the last bit of peanut in his mouth. Delicious. Not eaten in a few days. Bloody starving. And he takes you round the house. He takes you round. Oh, bloody hell!
Ah.
Wasn't there? Oh, I was, yeah, I was still on.
When did it go dark? Who did turn off the
Guys, I
sun?
can't see.
So he takes you round the house, round the side to the kitchen. He shows you the kitchen. So, hey, okay, this is where I came in.
Oh, he's trying to go outside.
Well, I didn't come in from the inside, did I?
No, I mean, is he showing us outside rather than inside?
Yeah, he's taking you round the outside of the house.
Okay.
Ah.
Can I peer through that window?
Yeah, sure. So inside of it is you see like the scuff marks all over the floor where the dust has been disturbed. Kind of like what he's said. It's dirty and damp in there. Patches of grey mould and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. In the west corner, some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above it. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked and discoloured stone sink. Looks really gross in there. To the right of the sink, there's a small closed wooden cupboard fixed to the wall, just over, just kind of like a raised cupboard that's about 5 feet off the floor. And against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs lead upwards from west to east. So the woodwork of the staircase is all decayed. Some of the treads are missing, but you would know, Cerulean Wolf, that this is the stairs to
That's where we saw, yeah. Okay, so how many rooms do we have left? We have bottom. Okay, so is there like a door here, like at the back of this?
Bear with me one moment. There is, yeah.
Is it locked?
Not that you can see.
Can I open the door?
You open the door.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, it's like a bay door. You can see like there's like so it's you can quite easily see what's inside there. And
Okay,
I think you've already seen in part of this room already.
Yeah, we can see the center. It's like cracked stuff.
So let me just find the room. So this is, as you say, you walk in from a door from the north that led to a small patio. The paving was overrun with weeds, rather. But other than a pile of junk in the corner, this room is completely empty and bare. Under the carpet, rather.
So when we walk around, we could see the top and the bottom room. These two.
I'm assuming you've been in there because
Were you accidentally on?
Oh, okay. Well, let's just say you've been in there. There's nothing interesting in there.
I'll just sort of, as I've just come back around, going through that door, come back to the group. Doesn't seem to be too much interesting.
So when you came into this room, what did you do? Like, what was your path?
Oh, so we went around the house. I went to the room with the bay door and nothing interesting. Went, down through that bay door and then back in.
So when you open the door and you step inside, you can see again there's like very dusty in there. You do see some footprints on the floor, and as you kind of walk through to follow them, you again hear one of those booming voices. Kind of as you approach the edge of the carpet, kind of like here. Oh, fuck's sake. Around here, you hear one of those booming voices. It echoes all around the room. Welcome, fools! Welcome to your deaths! That booms round. Can everyone please make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, Jesus. I have advantage on wisdom saving throws? Thank God I have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
I do not. But it's good anyway, so...
Oh, no. Hey, what about Ned?
Ned, yeah. 1 second. Where is he? Oh, he's got +2 to his. Because he has a stat block. 13. He's fine. So, unfortunately, Azalea and Laffy, again, you find yourself running.
Jesus. What did that voice sound? Was it just like...
Oh, no.
That voice was like what? It was like...
Loud and malevolent is how it's described.
Okay, I'm just gonna
I
hear that.
don't think we should be in a haunted house. I think we should go.
Ned comes running up. What did you do? What did you do?
I was walking.
But did you hear that voice, yeah?
Yes, I heard it. I'm sort of like not really ignoring him because I'm hearing Azalea start to scream again. So I'm sort of, opening or going through this bit and coming back to the group.
Well, you got to be more careful. We don't know what else is around these parts.
Yeah, well, I had assumed it was okay. Well, just sorry. Sorry. I just moved back to them.
Well, being sorry is one thing. Are you sure we shouldn't come back another time?
We have a lot of stuff to do, but just need to do this. There's not much left.
Well, if you're sure. So what's next, fellas leader?
I don't know. I don't know, Wolf. I think we should maybe go.
We might as well finish what we started.
We've done most of it.
Also, I think most of us are fairly rested.
He says like almost asleep. We're pretty rested.
Me. Yeah, it seems a shame to wait, to go and come back, considering how much we've cleared out. We may as well just scan through the rest of these rooms, and I'm assuming there's a bottom floor because we heard stuff coming from below us. So check that and then leave. I think.
Are you sure
If
about?
everyone's-
I like the leave part.
I'm like, you can see Wolf like biting her nails, just like. Well, I'm not sure, but I don't want to waste any more time. We're all fairly okay, I think. So I think we should just carry on. But I am sorry. I believe I was the one who set that off.
Well, if you're sure, let's. Well, you lead on and I'll follow. How about that?
Yes, I will please.
Excellent.
Lou, do you want me to open this, or do you want to?
I'll open it.
I will
Dexterity.
activate my. Well, it might not be locked.
Plus it.
No, it's not.
I'm
You can just open it.
activating. I'm activating my Crimson Rat again.
Isn't this where I entered originally, where I got attacked by spiders?
No,
that was
that was
upstairs.
upstairs.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm not
You
entering
poke your
this
head
one.
in, and you poke your head in, and the only thing of note in this room is a clump of tiny red mushrooms growing around the fireplace in a semicircular formation. Otherwise, this room appears to be bare.
It's red.
Azalea, we found some mushrooms.
Oh, I'm still scared, but let me take a peek.
Scared
Okay, so
surgery.
you see some red-capped mushrooms, these little white dots on them that are in like a semicircle around the base of the fire, and you see the is it the myconium, the kind of fungal network going a little bit into the chimney as well. Mycelium, that was it. Sorry, yes.
Ooh. Yeah, I want to take at least a few.
Okay. Do you grab them from outside, or do you follow the network into the chimney?
I think so. I know the actual fungi itself, like the bit that you can see, is the fruiting body. But I want to take it at the stem, so I'm not releasing any spores, but I'm still taking it from the root.
Okay. So does that mean you're digging around in the chimney, basically?
Just at dirt level, yeah. Not anywhere
Dirt
past
level,
that level.
Okay. As you start digging around there, you notice there's a little loose stone that conceals a cavity in the wall that is easily moved, and inside there is a small leather pouch.
Oh, what's... I dig around, I pull out the leather pouch and look inside.
You find two incredibly beautifully cut pieces of blue quartz that you think you could sell.
Okay, I'm not interested in any shape or form, but maybe my friends will be. So, hey guys, look at these beautiful gems.
Nice find.
Ooh.
Someone must
It's
dealt
blue
with.
quartz if anyone's interested. But if
Would
you'd
I
like to roll
know-
the nature check, if you'd
Would
like
I
to
know
roll the nature
their
check to
market
see-
value?
you would know as someone who kind of sells these kind of things. You would be able to sell these for about 10 gold each.
Oh, nice. Can I have them?
Yeah, they have no monetary worth to me.
And they also don't have one in the market. I just want to have them.
Inside
Harold.
check.
Amazing.
Yes,
Laffy.
please.
Yeah, have them.
Laffy would be very interested in these, but she's still frozen with fear.
Thank you, Kuda.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I rolled terribly, so.
There's a 22 there.
No, I mean, he rolled well, I rolled terribly.
Azalea, Lou, you should be ashamed of yourself lying so shamelessly.
Who's been lying?
Azalea, these have a reasonable worth on the market.
What would I do with them if I wasn't using them?
Sell?
That's
That's
me.
what probably
But then what would I sell them for?
Lou was planning to do. Money.
Or trade.
guess you
Yes.
could get more spell components, huh?
Don't you like?
Yes,
I don't
and I would guess Lou kinda wanted to abuse your innocence at this point, or your
I'm not
English.
innocent.
Not
Huh?
innocence,
Naivety.
naivety, that's the word. Goddamn.
Naive.
Yes.
Somewhat, yes.
Huh.
Well, if
I
you're
don't
sure.
think so. There was one girl in my village who didn't even know how to like get water from a well, so I don't think so.
Not the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Last few rooms.
Okay. So leading on quickly then, I'm just going to reveal these other two rooms here as you pass through them. You see, let me make sure I've got these right. The one on the left appears to be a dining room. At one time, a long table stood in the centre of this room. Now it lies broken on the floor. A broken chair sits against the wall between the windows, and there's a heap of broken dishes in the northwest corner. But there appears to be nothing else of note in that room. And on the opposite end is a withdrawing room, where there are two stuffed armchairs that stand near a fireplace of this room, the covers of which have been torn and the stuffing is pulled out, but the wooden frames appear intact. A broken table lies on the floor near the north wall.
Wholly uninteresting and not very useful.
With your passive perception, you do notice there's something strange about the fireplace.
Something maybe. What do you mean by strange?
Can you make a perception check? See if there's something out of the corner of your eye you noticed, and now you're trying to figure out what it is.
16.
So you notice that there's a stone out of place on the chimney. Looks like it doesn't fit in like properly. It looks like everything else is like a really dark, cindered red, and this is not much lighter, but it's definitively a lighter coloured brick. Like it can be pulled out and removed. But as you approach it, you notice there's a collection of mouse bones spilling out from near the hearth.
There's some
Ooh,
weird stuff
bones.
in here. I'm not too sure what to make of it.
We'll
So like,
absolutely collect the bones.
Yeah, you able to collect them, no problem.
okay. So what I'm gonna do? So is the it's like a brick almost.
It's like a loose stone, like a fake brick, something like that.
Yeah. So can I pull out my sword, and if I can maybe like, catch the edge of the stone, if that makes sense, like the thinner side, and like pull it, like wedge it out.
You can easily dislodge it with your sword. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You can't pull it out, but you can dislodge it.
Like staying sort of moving back a little, just to have more movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. You do that, and there is definitely like this hidden compartment as it falls down is quite large. You see, as the brick kind of slips out, it's half a brick, and behind it is a wooden box, like
How big?
hidden in the wall.
How big's the box?
Not super big, kind of like a the kind of box you might get a new mobile phone in, like maybe the size.
Okay, yeah,
of a
something
box.
small. I will just reach my hand in and grab it.
Okay, you reach your hand in to pull it out, and it's not like it's like a secure box that's latched rather than locked, that you could open if you want. But as you do, you hear a skittering in the fireplace.
I knew something was there. Can I put my hand back quick enough, or is something gonna hit me?
This isn't coming from the area where your hand is. It's coming from like within the fireplace, which is near your feet.
Are my spiders reacting that I have in a jar?
Yeah. They are beetles now.
Yes, they're beetles.
Yes, are my beetles
so,
reacting?
the beetles are reacting.
Like what?
There's more
bones
in there.
You said skittering. Like, are they like small thing, or like something
Like
scratching, or
many small things.
Okay, many small beetles.
Mm.
I
hate it.
yeah.
Does anyone have the magic equivalent to a flamethrower?
Sacred flame, perhaps.
Sadly,
No, but
not.
I can make more of the beetles if you need.
Please don't. I wouldn't.
No, no.
Hey Kudo, can you come in here and like mage hand the box just so you're not close to it?
Sure.
Just so if those things move out, you don't get attacked.
As you move
I
away,
will.
the skittering calms down.
Oh, thank God.
I know you said about a flamethrower. I've got moonbeam.
That's a bit overkill.
That's so overkill, but I kind of love it.
Is it really overkill though? Like to make sure that these insects that are certainly not
I
spiders.
mean, in real life, if I saw a spider, I wish I could cast Moonbeam. Like,
Fireball.
all that.
Just take out the entire room.
Fire out is literally just
Yeah,
a deodorant
the
cannon,
spider-
a lighter.
That's true. That's my
Yeah.
The spider
That's
can't
what-
live if the room isn't there anymore. But yeah, I just ask Kudo to sort of stand back and mage hand it, just so.
Yes, I will
Yeah,
do
you
that.
made hand this small box out, and you have the small box as a skittering calms down.
Don't want more weird spider beetles.
If you open it up,
Hey,
I'm
they're
assuming
just
you're going to.
natural. They're just living their life.
Doesn't mean I have to like them.
So inside the box is 30 silver pieces and 2 small pouches of alchemical powders.
Oh, can I look at those powders?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm proficient with alchemist supplies.
Yeah, you would know.
I will take
this
the
is-
silver pieces. How many
You
did you say?
30.
30.
Not
Ooh.
30 silver pieces. Not not an insignificant amount for a low level, but
Yeah.
these alchemical powders, it's effectively the equivalent of a components pouch. It's like it would allow you to do basic alchemy things like make a alchemist fire, make
So I'm going to make flashbangs.
flashbang, that kind of thing. It would allow
What
you
should I
to
write that
do
down
a-
as?
just put it in your miscellaneous.
Yeah,
like,
obsessions.
items. Just put alchemical powders, 5 gold each.
Alchemical. Okay.
Maybe we could give the silver pieces to Ned so he's got something to take home.
Maybe I
I
can
agree
just
with her. I
also
think that's a great
keep them.
idea.
I just think he's come all this way and he's spent a day tied up in a room upstairs. Maybe
I agree.
He'll have something
I think
to
maybe
take back
he
to
needs
his brother.
something.
I completely agree. Yeah, if you got anything treasury, I'd be more than willing to take it up your ass.
Let's. I mean, I think that's fine, but I think we should check around because I think we're almost through this now. Check around the last thing. Then maybe once we all get out, we can divvy it up. Does that sound good?
Oh,
Right, but
okay.
we haven't had that much, trauma. Well, I guess we've had a little bit of trauma.
You're still scared.
Oh yeah, I am scared
You
again.
can, the pair of you can now make another attempt to. If you can both make wisdom saves again, see if you can get rid of the scared effect. The DC is 12,
16.
It's
So you
true.
passed?
The wisdom save. That's sad.
and you
Yes.
both passed. Wonderful.
I'm sorry. You're no longer frightened. That was just a.
What are we doing? You guys are in the kitchen.
Well, I mean,
well,
I only
some of
looked
you
in the kitchen. So then we'll just open this last door.
Well,
Unless
yeah,
there's
I've
something interesting in the
told
kitchen.
you it's not very good in here. You see, as you're in this room, some more of the footprints. Some more of the human tracks. I say human. Some more of the people tracks or the humanoid tracks. Humanoid heading into this room here. This room here, which kind of looks like a scullery.
Okay. Room. Reveal yourself. Ta-da.
You open the door. This room displays the effects of damp and decay more than most. Mold
Oh, no,
grows
there's a
in patches
basement.
on the floor, walls, and ceiling. A large copper cask, split, discoloured, and empty, stands under the window, with a small heap of crockery shards on the floor beside it. Stairs lead down into what is presumably a cellar.
Well, I think we found the cellar. Is everybody okay to go down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Skeletal spaces.
But I don't want to be the first again because
I will go down first. Don't worry.
at least in the attic there were at least how many were it? 5 kiwi bats.
6 or something. Ned, are you gonna come down with us?
Well, if you can promise that there's going to be no more surprises, I think
Cannot
I
promise
might...
You
that
can't.
whatsoever.
You can wait up here on your own if you want.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
waiting by myself. If you sure I can't convince you to come down, then I must. Come out. And I think I'm gonna have to come down and make sure you're safe. You know, more eyes are better than 4 eyes are better than 2, and 2 fists are better than 1.
Yep. I'm gonna pull out the sword. I already have the crossbow, and if I can see anywhere down, like if I can see like anything down the stairs, I'll look first. If not, I'll just walk down.
Okay. The moment your foot touches that top step, another one of those absolutely ghoulish howls rips through the house. It sounds like that first one, like people are being absolutely tortured. You know, just the absolute worst sound you've ever heard. Can you all one more time, please, make me some wisdom saving throws? Thank you. I just saw people rolling them already.
Yeah, I started laughing because I saw all the retro, all the knowing wisdom saves. Oh, come on.
Oh
This is
no.
the third time.
Oh,
Amber
once again.
has-
Hey, Amber, maybe you should use one of those hero points to
that's
succeed.
wild.
Amber, have you ever thought
Yeah.
about earplugs?
Remember as well, you do
Earplugs
have
might be an
advantage.
option.
Every session you start with advantage.
You
So
start
you
with
can
one
use
advantage.
So
you can
far,
use.
the frightened hasn't.
I'm going to use my
massively hurt.
advantage now.
Well, I think you
No, Lou, you
succeed.
passed.
The DC's
You succeeded.
12.
Oh,
So
I
this is-
passed. Okay.
So Amber, if you want, you can try to re-roll it with your advantage.
You know what? Sure.
Please.
Sure.
20.
Hey!
There you go.
Hey.
Oh my god.
There was another one there. I'm just. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. Wait, do you have a
But-
+5 and you have like that's
Yeah.
You've rolled
You
so
have the
many
highest
ones.
Rolling
plus.
really well.
You
Yeah.
have the highest plus out of all of us, and it
Yeah.
failed every time.
Exactly.
Right, let me just
I'm meant to
move
be
you
scared.
to the new map. This is
Zoinks.
quite a large map. I will warn you now. This is a large
Uh-huh.
map.
Large map.
And you are at the tippity top of this map.
Chibbidi-up-up-up.
Oh yeah.
Skibbity
Don't
pop, 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 pop,
You come down the stairs
do it.
into a
It's such
dark,
a good video.
a very dark, dank cellar. There's the smell of the
This
lake
is a large map.
permeating the room. It's everywhere. Shoulder height wooden bottle racks
Oh,
line the north and west of the walls, though there appear to be no intact bottles left in the racks, and shattered bottles cover the floor. Against the east wall at the foot of the stairs rest 2 metal storage bins that appear to be empty at first glance, and in the centre of the room lies a human corpse clad in plate mail. A long sword lies by the corpse's right side, and a large shield covers its legs.
Do we see that skeleton?
That's the corpse I was talking about.
Oh,
This-
The one I
there's
just...
that-
another corpse.
There's 2.
Oh no,
It's
one's,
like a-
one's on the map and one is I placed there. So that's let's just go. Delete.
You guys don't mind if I take some bones again, do you? Or is that a bit weird?
What?
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
So, how long ago the body was
yeah,
killed?
can we figure that out?
This is referred to as remains. It's
So
been here
why?
at least a hot minute. You know, a good week, 2, 3. I mean, it's you can't make out features anymore. There's very
Okay.
little in terms of skin.
Can I look at the sword?
Yeah,
Just
of course. Yeah.
inspect it.
It appears to
check his
be a.
pockets?
Oh, he's wearing plate mail. He doesn't have pockets.
Oh,
I mean,
in what condition is the plate mail?
so you want to roll an investigation check?
Yes. Investigation.
Am I rolling anything? Look at the sword.
If you want to. Do you want to investigate? as well?
17.
No, well, I don't say anything, but a 5.
Okay.
It's a sword.
So Lou, couple of things. So can you, first of all, the plate mail, even though it's a little bit damaged and like battered, it looks like it's been clubbed and beaten around and knocked about quite a lot. Looks like it would fit a medium creature. Like it's perfectly serviceable. Just a little bit of time to unbugger it maybe, and you'll be fine. It's definitely something you could probably look to sell, or give to someone, or use.
No, I'm taking it. Fuck these guys.
Okay, it's real like
Good luck
it's
lugging
plate
it
mail.
around.
It's plate mail. It's real heavy. But you have that. The longsword is a good longsword. The longsword and shield are in good condition. And can you roll me, please, a d12?
Who?
Lou.
12. Okay.
Fine. You find this guy's got a signet ring, and it's got the very distinctive design on the signet ring of the bronze dragon Algad.
Can I check to see if he's carrying anything else, like a satchel or?
Yeah, you can roll investigation. 11.
Can I?
No. Can you roll the d12 as well?
Just to remember where everything is. There we go.
Can I look around the room to see why we were, or at least Ned was so desperate to go down here?
He
wasn't.
has not particularly wanted to come down here. He wanted to go into the attic.
I got an 8.
An 8, okay.
Can I still look around?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course. Can you make a perception or investigation check? And as you kind of move the body, Laffy, you find that there is a noble's banner, like a furled banner that has a bronze dragon. And for reference, the bronze or metallic dragons tend to be like the noble dragons, and the what they call chromatic, but like red, blue, white, black, and green dragons, chromatic, typically are the less noble, more evil dragons, like selfish dragons. But you find that he's got this banner, and it's got this heraldic flag of this bronze dragon, which matches the signet ring, and there's this representation of fields on it as well. So it looks like it's some kind of banner from some part of the
kind of like
dragon
a crest.
country. Yeah.
Can I roll wisdom to see if I recognize it?
You can, but it'll be quite addictive. You have very little memory, so it'll be quite hard. But yeah, you can definitely try.
That's true.
You can try. History would be the best bet. Okay, so whilst you're doing that, Kudo, you kind of looking round, and you're kind of examining the racks and stuff. You're looking around and stuff. You notice that some of the racks are on the wall at the south could be moved. Let me just 1 second. So you find a secret door that is behind the this thing here. You find a secret door basically.
Where?
Here, at the very south of the room. Here.
Yes.
Laffy, you don't remember any of this with an 8, but you can take it with you if you want.
Yeah.
It's up to you. So you've robbed this poor guy blind. He had a shield, a longsword, suit of armor, a signet ring, which they are quite expensive signet rings, and they're used to like identify people and seal documentation, so they're quite valuable to have. And this banner.
Could I have looked over the stuff,
been-
being from Algadane?
You would recognise the banner, since you're from there, as being from the Caustic Flats, which is an area of high acidity in the soil, which means it's very famous for growing like quite sweet fruits and like making wine and stuff.
Okay.
So you could put into two and two together. This is a knight from that area. what he's
So
doing here. You have no idea.
caustic flats.
Caustic Flats, yeah, it's quite a way away. The Caustic Flats would be
Yeah, it's a while away.
days travel away. Like that isn't like the super rich part of the country, but it's like it's got the wineries. It's got it's one of it's famous for its acidic grounds. Some parts of it you can't actually walk through the soil. It's so acidic it becomes like a quicksand. But in other areas it's excellent for growing like sharp fruits and stuff like that.
Oh, this guy used to make wine.
Or from that
How
area,
fun.
yeah. Mm.
What about these boxes?
I
these
mean, they
crates or
seem
whatever?
to be like old boxes. You can't see anything in them.
Okay.
I will make the party aware of the secret exit entrance passage.
Is there anything else interesting in this room, or should we just move on? Can we see anything else like of note in this room?
Stands out to you.
Okay, so I guess we just carry on then.
Okay, wonderful. So you come to this door. Now it looks like it's going to take a little bit of moving to get this door open. A little bit of effort. What are you like? Ned is kind of looking around, all confused. Like, what's going on? I don't understand what's happening here.
His voice changed.
He's kind of bloody changing. I know. He gets stressed out when he gets stressed out.
And
I
Ned,
don't
how strong are
understand what's
you?
going on here. He's not even
How
coming down in with you. I've lost his character sheet. Where is he? Where is he? Here. There you
Ned, can you? I think you might be the strongest among us. Can you
I'm not
help?
really that strong. I'm more of a nasty Birmingham. I'm just like
It's Samwise
averagely-
Gamgee.
Well, if someone's
potatoes.
stronger,
Yeah.
I can help them.
I don't think.
I've
I'm not
just got
very
like
strong.
average strength. I don't think. I'm not really. Oh fuck it! I don't really know what kind of. I'm not really that strong, you know. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I have a. If I was to capture my strength between 0 and 20, my strength would be 10.
Well, I think if I was going by that same metric, mine would be about 8. So
Well, what's behind the door?
stuff we don't know. We're not the other side.
If I'm really the strongest, okay.
Well, I'm certainly not. I'm
Okay,
not
he's
sure.
gonna
Invisible
try.
lock
We're the
on
same
the door.
strength. Woo.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are strong.
He
I mean,
rolls.
I would have helped him. I would help him, but I'm not.
Okay, he rolls a 15 and starts scraping the door back. It makes a real large noise.
I mean, I'll give him advantage if he needs, because I would have been pushing with him, just not helping very much.
Okay, so it takes a few seconds for the door to properly open. It creaks and groans as it opens. He shunts it from one side and goes, "Well, there you go. I think that's probably the best I'm gonna do."
Well, thank you, Ned. I think you've earned some of that coin at least.
What the 30 silver?
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. It's not a lot of money.
Well, it's certainly something. What's in the
I
next
don't
room?
Not really the treasurer that I wanted when I'm in here. But he opens the door, and what the strange thing is
Sorry,
when
I
you
didn't
open
quite
the door.
catch you there.
Yeah,
Oh.
you sort of went quiet for a moment. It was like you were staring off into space. Just strange.
Oh no, am I back now?
Yes, you
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know. When you open the door, light cracks through it, like torchlight starts shining through.
are. Can we open it more?
Yeah, of course. So let me. So it starts swinging it open now. Let me just zoom out a tiddly bit because I've got lots of stuff here to do.
This
reveal
this
the
map
area.
is massive.
This map is honking huge.
Oh wow!
So you swing the door open. This torch-lit chamber was lighted into living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden locker at its foot, and a long wooden trestle table ringed by rickety stools dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. A cook stove is installed near the table, and evidence of a recently cooked meal sits in a pot atop it. A large ham hangs from a loop of twine near the stove. A sturdy set of stairs leads to a trapdoor in the ceiling above, and there are 2 wooden doors in the east of the room.
This is strange.
Ooh, I'm hungry though.
We found the Lost Boys.
Yes. What food was there?
It was so it's like bits of bread as Lou dives towards it, like potatoes, ham, bread.
So like a
and
nice meal.
Can I do it?
It's like a ploughman's, like very
Yeah.
functional, like hard cheese.
I mean, I was
ham and
expecting
bread.
something, like very basic, but that's not terrible.
No, it's like food there,
Yeah.
And the stairs here lead up to what looks like a trap door. If you want to make a survival check, or history check or something, maybe I could tell you where that kind of related to in the house. With an 8 and 11, it's kind of like, obviously it's on the west side of the house, but you can't remember where exactly it would be.
Probably.
Can I do a check on the food to make sure that it's not like poisoned?
There are 2 ways for you to do that. 3 ways for you to do that, rather. 1 is a spell detect poison.
Mm-hmm.
2, eat it. Or 3, examine it very closely.
Can I examine it very closely?
Yeah, sure. But I will say there are plates that have got like clear evidence that the food has been recently eaten. Like, like half a sandwich or whatever.
I'm just thinking if it's a trap, somebody might have set those plates up to make us think that it's safe to eat.
Well, we're not
That's
going
a
to
lot
eat
of
it, are we?
I don't know. Azalea looked pretty peckish.
I could eat.
Please don't eat us.
I could eat. We haven't eaten in a while.
Please don't eat us. We literally just had lunch.
I'm just thinking we could
Like
take
10
some.
minutes.
Harold,
Not even
snap
10
your
Yeah,
minutes
but I
ago.
forgot to eat. Okay, you guys ate.
I don't have any rations. I just think it might be a good idea to take some with us.
I have a lot of rations. That's why I bought some. Like, I have enough rations for the 5 of us for 4 days. So
No, but look at the food.
I mean,
Does
take
look
it if
pretty
you
good.
want. I wouldn't assume it's poisoned. I think you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Well, what was that?
What do I have to roll to check if it's like investigate it?
Yeah, if you want.
I stare at the fruit real hard.
It looks fine. Like, it smells okay.
Okay, I'll put some of the bread in my pack.
Can I do a nature check?
To see what?
If the fruit still looks healthy and
Does it look
okay and
natural
not
fruit?
rotten.
Yeah, well, you can do nature or survival or investigation. Up to you.
Okay. I will go. I'll 100% go for nature.
Okay. Yeah, 22. This looks natural. This looks good to eat.
Okay.
Like, you can see that people have been eating this recently. Apart from the sandwiches being a little bit curly, this food is fine.
Right. I'll take everything but the sandwiches.
Okay. I mean, when I say curly sandwiches, I mean like
Curly whirly.
like kids party at a church, like they've been out in the air.
Oh.
They're just a bit stale.
But still, curly.
Mm.
You've gone curly at the edges, yeah.
Oh.
Triangle sandwiches.
I'll still
if they
take
go stale,
everything
go
but the
curly.
sandwich.
Okay, right. Okay. There's some disco biscuits. There's some cheese balls. There's some onion
Oh, they're
rings.
party rings.
Yeah, party
100%.
rings.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is something completely different. Cheese and
party
pickled
rings.
onions on a stick. All that good stuff.
I want party.
Ew. I don't
Yeah, I
want
want
cheese
party
on a
rings, you
fucking
know.
stick.
Cheese and pickled onions on
Absolutely
a stick
not.
is next level.
Cheese and
Get in my
pineapple on
face.
a stick kind of slaps.
Yeah, cheese and pineapple. Also, you find 5 cocktail sausages.
Oh my god.
One each.
One
Sorry,
each.
Ned.
Apart from Ned.
Well, he looks really upset.
You
I
can have
give
one.
my
I remember tweeting.
cocktail
You can have
sausage to
mine.
him.
It's fine.
I
Oh.
No,
I
he's
don't
all right.
want
He's
it.
fine. He
Okay.
doesn't want a cocktail sausage. As he said, he doesn't like cooked food. He likes
Oh
dry
yeah,
food.
he's weird.
So I see Cerulean Wolf is heading off to the east. You see a
Well,
door to like a door kind of leading onwards. But the one ahead of you has a wooden bar across it, held in brackets on the frame, and the door itself. So basically, the door is barred, not locked, barred. The word danger. Well, actually, the word danger is written on the door, and then underneath it, someone's written danger.
I feel like there's kids here.
Can I move these bars? Like,
You
are
can
they,
lift
like,
it.
It's
you want to, yeah.
graffiti. What does it mean?
like, I mean, yeah, I'll lift it.
Okay.
You know, then.
Can I see Wolf do that?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm not
it's
being.
like
I'm not
immediate
hiding. I'm
thing.
just walking over.
Can I
It makes a
stop him,
compliment.
Wolf, before you open something with the word danger on it? Should we maybe
No, danger.
strategize?
Remember.
Danger. That doesn't say danger. That says danger. I don't know what you're talking about.
How big are these
Didn't
beds,
you say
by
there
the way?
was the word danger actually written below danger?
Nope.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just-
So it's like the word danger is there, and then someone's painted an E in a different paint with a little arrow above it, so it probably spells danger.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I'm not. I wasn't going to open it without saying anything. I was just moving the bar.
just wait 5 seconds or so, please.
I mean, you guys are arguing over cocktail sausages, and I don't. Like, I wanna-
That was a valuable argument.
Okay.
Yes. So let me just come up at least.
I was gonna wait. I was gonna tell you all before I opened the door. I wasn't just gonna open it.
But it wasn't looking like that.
I don't need to tell you everything I'm doing before I do it. I opened the door without
Yes, you
telling
do.
you. But I do have my crossbar. So
Okay, so this is the door to the east, right? The because there's a door to your north as well.
The top one, yeah, the
The
north
top one first. Okay, so that
north.
wasn't the one that was barred. That was just a
Oh.
normal door.
Oh.
But if you can open that, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I would.
So the door swings open. Sorry, let me just reveal the area. Oh, this is the problem with D&D. It's like a lot of map changing and stuff. As I have to like do shit, and I'm a lazy
Like a
bastard.
nice bedroom.
Yeah, unlike the barracks, this small room holds comfortable furnishings and appears to be relatively well cared for. A comfortable-looking bed in the northwest corner has a wooden locker at its foot. A small wooden table stands against the east wall with a padded leather chair beside it. On the table, a brass 3-branch candlestick with 3 burning candles provides the room with a bright light. The candles, though not fresh, are far from spent. Under the table is a small wooden box and an unlit bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. On the shelf above the table sits 3 books. In the northeast corner is a closed wooden wardrobe.
I'm just going to leave this. There's no point in disturbing things. There seems to be like people here, so I don't want to take anything.
Guys, look at the size difference between the beds. I feel like these are children's beds.
What do you mean? I think
I
I think
no. I would say these are like they're full-sized normal beds. They're just
I
not.
think this might be like the quote-unquote master's or leader's room, or something like that. The person
Such a
higher
weird
station.
find.
But I'm just gonna close the door again because I don't want to disturb anything. And then this barred door that said Danger.
Yeah.
That I unbarred. So is it a metal door or is it a wooden door?
Wooden.
Okay. If you're all okay with it, I'm just going to knock.
Okay.
Because there are people here, clearly, and you know, we can be reasonable.
Like, whatever.
What?
I will be.
I'm,
Can I
I'm-
ready an attack if something?
I've got my crossbow to my side. I'm like ready if something jumps out. But
I
just-
will still ready an attack if something hostile attacks us.
Okay. There is not a huge amount. Like you knock on the door. There's no noise.
Well, I was
going to
say, it's kind of funny. I'm gonna need someone else to shout, like to say hi.
Hello?
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing.
Is the door locked? No, you said it wasn't locked.
It's not locked anymore now.
I'm gonna just like, grab the handle and just like slowly open it.
Okay. The door creaks open. This room is dark when you first open it, but now you see the light spilling in from the large room behind you, it barely illuminates this room. The chamber is only about 12 feet across, and the corners are filled with shadow. What little you can see is dingy and dirty, but the room does appear to be full. Well, not full. Full isn't the word, but it seems to contain several skeletons that just sit in there.
Can I shut the door again?
Yeah, if you want.
Shut the door. There are skeletons in there. Grab the bar,
Ooh.
put it back over. Yeah, I think Dango was right.
We're wielding a club.
Were they holding anything?
I mean, I've just grabbed some skeleton images. So
Were they standing or were they like lying?
No, they were
like,
just like
sitting?
collapsed on the floor like corpses.
Okay, they were like, well, I say skeletons. They were like piles on the floor.
I mean, when you opened the door, they were just flat on the floor. They weren't moving, didn't react to you open the door.
I'm just going to leave that. Let's just listen to their warning. Dango. So the only other sort of exit, or like different way to go, is those stairs that should technically go up to the next floor, like to where we were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can investigate the room a little bit more. You haven't.
That's
Obviously, you've not really looked in any of the rooms properly. You've kind of glanced in this room, had a look at the food, poked your head in here, and poked your head in here. You've not really looked anywhere else.
Dango room was a bit Dango, so
I'm going to go into the master bedroom and take a look at the books on the table.
Okay. So, you see 3 books. You see Caressed by an Elfin Breeze, The Poems of Zarda Silverstar, which, yeah. You see a naval almanac listing tidal times for the area around you, and some treatise on the undercurrents and how to best navigate this unusual geographic location within boats. And you see a treatise concerning the demigod. Sorry, some demi-liches, rather, not demigod.
Can I flick through them to see if there's any notes again?
Yeah, which one are you flicking through first?
The poem.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you open up the book of erotic poetry. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Is this against being
How
horny?
grotty is it?
6. You go so fucking bright red. This is fully illustrated, right?
Oh.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's just a porno mag.
It's a porno mag. Yeah, it's a Tijuana Bible. It is. Yeah. It is.
What did you
like,
find?
You go through it, and it's very well read. And there's some pages that are clearly the favourites.
Don't tell me they're stuck together.
Yeah.
Can we just skip?
Laffy, you seem to be going red. Did you find something?
I just slam the book back down on the table and pick up the next one.
The next one is the
Kama
Naval
Sutra.
Almanac.
What's that?
Yeah. The Naval Almanac is full of technical jargon about undercurrents and other wet things that I don't know the names for.
Longshore drift.
Yeah, longshore drift. It talks about eddies and tides and.
After the first book, saying the sentence "other wet things" is kind of weird.
There's a link.
So basically, it covers a lot of areas, and not only the specific lake you're near, which it refers to. It kind of like there's bits circled and highlighted at how you would traverse it at night, and how you would traverse it without alerting suspicion. But it also gives some indication of it's a relatively recent book, and there's a little bit of information in there about potentially using some of the magical undercurrents of the world to travel quicker, but it's all very theoretical stuff, and that's kind of been written hastily. There's a note in the corner of the book that says, bear with me, speak to Werbiddle Skiddle.
Sorry?
So the book has got all these
please?
technical notes around basically using magic to fast travel, and someone's written in the side of the book, speak to Weirbiddle Skiddle.
Can you spell that? Oh, thank you.
I've just dropped into chat. Weirbiddle Skiddle.
Can I put that note in my pocket?
You can take the book if you want. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not porn. It's this is just a book on naval stuff. It's I don't know.
Oh, don't worry. That was my my intention.
I just really slowly passed the porno book to Azalea.
No, that was Amber saying that, not
Whoa!
Azalea.
Oh, don't worry. My intention was fully to once you leave, take the book. Like that was my intention fully.
And then I'll check
the final book is a treatise on Sorry, I said demi-liches. I meant Draco-liches. Yeah, much worse. But I mean, it's the very old note around so there's this group from a long time ago, the Cult of the Dragon. They're not really around anymore. They had this idea that to become as dragony as dragons could be, they needed to ascend the mortal plane and become undead and kind of become Draco-liches, which is an undead dragon, basically. It's immortal. They're connected to the weave of magic, and they're a real pain in the arse. And there's like a random person. I'm just going to get rid of that. They shouldn't be there. And so these Draco-liches were just a real pain, but they've not been seen in thousands of years. Like even in the Lich War, you didn't see Draco-liches because they were so uncontrollably dangerous. Like it was kind of like a nuke. You didn't want to use them.
Yeah.
But when you kind of flick through that, a sheet of paper like wafts out of it, like one sheet of paper, and it's got a load of languages, like phonetically spelled like words. So like words in the common tongue and their translation phonetically into a couple of other languages, including Draconic, Goblin, and Giant, the Giant language Primordial. And those words are things like stop, fight, lift, come, drop, end. So basically, it's like a list of instructional words. Yeah,
I mean, it is next to a porn book.
That's what I'm saying. There's a wet book, there's a porno, and there's a I'm not gonna say there's a cum book. Like,
so it's basically.
James, are you okay?
This isn't me making this up. This is literally from the source book. And so yes, it's basically a list of instructional words in phonetics in other language. As you like, because it's written in common. Like, it doesn't really make any sense until you say it out loud and you go, oh, hang on, that sounds like Draconic or Goblin or Primordial or
I'd
whatever.
probably recognise the Draconic instantly, but...
Well, no, because it's in phonetic. So
okay.
It's written down as you would say it.
As you say
so,
it.
So as you say it out loud, you go, oh shit, that's the Draconic version. But you obviously, or like, it's quite hard to do that kind of mentally. Well, it is for me. My brain doesn't work like that. My brain doesn't work at all.
Mood.
So the words, what were the words again?
So it's just like basic instructional words. They're like
so
stop, continue, enter, leave.
Yeah.
Fight.
I know a lot of like spell casters, like I've been around a lot of them. Would I know that this is like what you might do in a command spell? Like instructions for a command spell?
It's not bad. Like, it's an idea, but you would actually roll Arcana.
That's what I think, because that came to my head, but I don't know if Wolf would know it. Ugh, 8.
You're not sure if they need to understand the language or not, but it's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the wardrobe as well.
Okay. The wardrobe has some lovely, fine clothes in there. It has a fancy floor-length oilskin cloak rather, and it has lots and lots of nice pockets, and it's trimmed in an iridescent green silk.
I'm gonna take.
Would be quite inexpensive, nice bit of kit.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, it's so oilskin. It keep you warm and dry. It's really nice.
I take the smart book.
Yeah, the smart book. Yeah, you could investigate the rest of the room if you like.
Jesus.
Do you want me to roll investigation?
If you'd like to investigate the rest of the room.
I will assist you. So you have
17. So, Laffy, as you're investigating the rest of the room, you see, like obviously the books, the oilskin coat, You see that it's got loads of pockets inside of it, and you go over to the table and you kind of start examining the candles. There's flint and steel there, which is good for making fires. There's 12 candles. There's some details on basically like what's it called, the method of communication using flags and lights. There's a particular word for it.
Morse code.
No, not Morse code. It's something like that. Basically, there's like instructions on how to flash a light for effectively Morse code to communicate. It's like how to communicate with light over distance at night. And like it says first floor, far left bedroom, which is kind of where you were when you found those marks on the windowsill.
Ah.
And you also, as you're kind of examining this, you put it back down. You put it down on the table, and there's this hollow sound on the table. And you have a look underneath it, and there's a hidden compartment under the table that has a spell book in it, a wizard's spell book.
Ooh. Can I
Do
take
we
it
have
out?
a wizard in this party?
Nope.
Me? Oh, not a
Me-
wizard, no.
No. So
Spellcaster.
you have a look at it, and it's written in common, which is good. It has the following spells in it, which you could only cast if you were a wizard: Dancing Lights, Minor Illusion, Ray of Frost, Charm Person, Color Spray, Magic Missile, and Silent Image, Magic Mouth, and Scorching Ray.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
A wizard
like this
spell
would be
book, even if you
valuable.
can't cast it,
It would definitely be valuable.
It's
valuable.
still expensive to sell, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Took it into my satchel.
Do you want me to write that down, or do you want to write that down?
Write it down, write it down.
I'm just
I can give you that at a later date if you need it.
I'm just writing pretty much everything you
Just
find
put,
in my notes.
just put
I wrote spell book in
Haunted
my
House
notes.
Spellbook. Yeah, Haunted House Spellbook. And I'll know what it is.
What about this chest or like footlocker?
So I misspoke a moment ago. That's where you found the candles and the flint and steel
Okay,
and the method of communication.
so check
That
that
room's
room.
pretty checked, yeah.
Okay, so then I guess now the but I want to check this room, but can I go up those stairs with the trapdoor just to see where it
that
leads?
lets you into the room with the bay doors. The room. that
Okay,
you
yeah,
came
yeah, yeah.
into
That's
had
what I
the,
thought.
the other scream,
Yeah, that's
or the
what I thought.
welcome to your doom plate thing. Yeah.
Can we look around this room?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, yeah.
Investigate.
Investigate away.
16 investigation.
Okay. So, oh, I've gone back too far. No, I haven't. So, 17. Bear with me. So you're investigating round. You see all the beds. All these cases here are locked, right? You know where you are here, underneath the kind of drawing room or whatever it was. As you are kind of investigating around the room, you see there's some scratches on the floor in the stone over here.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. And you head over to check them. You find that there's a secret door.
Oh, guys, there's a secret tunnel through the mountains.
Secret
Another
tunnel.
one.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, as you say, all of these chests are locked, and they look like this is a used area.
Yeah, I'm not gonna unlock them if they're locked. There's no point. Can I? How is it like hidden? The door.
So it's basically like a flat wall that like swings open, and like so it kind of rolls forward a little bit on a hinge, and you can drag it to the right to open it.
Okay, so I will call everyone over saying, there's a secret door here. Are we all good to go through?
Yeah.
Or if if everything goes
To
well.
be sure, not the first step is the trap, though.
Do you want to check for traps then?
That's investigation, I assume?
Yeah.
70.
James, is the door trapped?
The door is not trapped from this side that you can tell. It's impossible to see what's on the other side of it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like it is attached to anything that blows up. If anything, it looks like it's been used in the last hour or so, because some of the dust is very fresh. Some of the scratching on the floor is very recent.
Okay, so I still have my crossbow out. I just hold it up and I open the door.
Okay.
Move and slide it.
Yeah, move and slide. Simple
Do
move.
the cha-cha
and-
slide.
Yeah.
Slide to the left.
Cha-cha.
The door slides back into a black corridor beyond. Let me reveal the area for you
Black
now.
as in pitch black or patching
Pitch
like
black.
magically
Pitch black. So obviously the light from the room kind of illuminates it slightly, but you see the stairs winding down. The walls are thick, old cyclopean stone that occasionally drips down. There's like seaweed and random, all that cool like cavey stuff on the walls. Like funguses and things. But the steps that lead down, the smell hits you again from the lake. It's like you're on top of it now. It's as bad as it was as you were walking through the other day. But it appears that the path kind of leads on out of sight, and there's a sound of gusting winds, and there's these really slimy, uneven floor, naturally formed cavern. There's patches of green slime everywhere. And it sounds really gross and horrible. Like when it flops, it's like someone dropping a cow pat from a height.
Can I
Okay.
peer around
Can
this
I,
corner?
before you move any further, can I just say to everyone, just like say quietly, or I say quietly, in their heads, I forgot. Let's all be quiet moving down this. We don't know what's going to be there. So I suggest we be cautious and take it one step at a time, not making too much noise if we can help it.
Can I answer in your head?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I give you the thing.
In your head, I will shout back, yes, I will be quiet.
Okay.
And looking at you, you see a cheeky grin.
I'm not letting you do that again.
Peek really, really carefully around this corner, just like poke an eye out.
Well, as you this horrible green goo is above you on the ceiling. As you walk past it, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please? 18. Okay, so you just dodge out of the way as this huge flopping splat of slime drops. It's kind of like perfectly timed. It's almost as if it was aiming for you. It hits the floor, and you hear a slight sizzle as the acidic nature of the puddle hits something on the floor that reacts with it. It starts to hiss and burn. Definitely try and stay out of the way of these things.
Okay.
Can we like look at them up on the ceiling and dodge around?
Yeah, oh yeah. It would require you to move almost as if it was a difficult terrain.
That's fine. I assumed hopefully we're all being stealthy, so we're already moving pretty slowly.
Yeah. Okay. So can you all make me stealth checks, please?
I rolled a 23.
Let's see. Does he have stealth? He does have stealth.
Oh shit.
Come on. Hey, I rolled well, so maybe.
Wait, can I do it with advantage, or am I not allowed to do that?
Can. You have one advantage per session that you can use. 17, excellent. Azalea. As you and Ned are walking downstairs, the pair of you like slip at the same time on the same bit of stuff, and you both clatter to the floor. Ned's sword rattles down the stairs, like clanging, and he lands on his ass with a big ooh! And you also kind of like hit the floor, and it kind of not hurts you, but kind of wins you a little bit. And he clambers to his feet, and he kind of looks a bit. She's like, "Oh, sorry about that, friends. Sorry about that."
Who's the amateur now, Ned?
Well, it's slippy floor. I should sort my dog out.
It is a slippy floor. No, he's right.
I said it in his head. You didn't hear it.
Well, it's a slippy floor out of nowhere.
I keep forgetting to move my character.
Those skeletons freaked me out. I'm scared, guys.
Oh no.
They are
Just
bored.
people who died a long time ago. That's fine.
Yeah, necromancy is not good in this world.
Yeah, but
And that's why I'm gonna
then they might not
grill
be
you
alive.
next time we're.
They might be
That's why I'm
dead.
gonna grill you next time we're in private, and I have a moment because I saw you do necromancy.
In no way did you see that.
You
What
literally healed me
necromancy?
with it.
What necromancy did I
That was
miss?
illusion.
She did with her blame.
Illusion.
So,
Yeah, the only reason I didn't shut you right away is because you healed me with it.
so you head around this corner. You hear some brief movement from further down the corridor, but you peek around the corner. I will reveal some of the map. This is what you see. This like large, like naturally forming cavern looming in front of you. Obviously, everything's unusual and slimy and just a tiny bit gross. There's a roughly circular, naturally formed cavern that's about 25 feet in diameter. There is this huge block in the center of the room that's just kind of looms in front of you and blocks the sight of everything beyond. But yeah, that's what you see. But you did hear some noises that sounded like a well, what's the best way to describe it? There's like a movement, almost could have been maybe birds or some kind of animal, or I don't know.
In which direction?
Coming from, well, it's echoing weird. You see, it's very unusual. You have to say it's either down, definitely from like kind of this way. Like,
Okay, do we see that?
you're not
I mean,
sure?
on the map, do we see that bit of light, or like we?
Yeah, I will say as you walk around the corner, yeah, you see the light, yeah.
Should we move towards it?
What are these like? Are they like carpets on the floor?
They are like walkways to keep it like clearly people walk over these and to keep it like safe. There's a lot
I'm
there's a
gonna-
lot of things here to slip on, and so people like whoever's put that there want to keep the area safe.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of like step around it a little bit. I don't trust it. But yeah, we see that sort of torch.
Yeah, you see you see the torch. Yeah, this whole area.
Okay.
Say there's this whistling, windy sound. This awful noise that's whipping round, like the same wind that was outside, and this continuous gust of smell from the lake that it just gets stronger and
It's
stronger.
like a
when you
wind
walk
tunnel.
towards it. Almost like a wind tunnel. Like it's definitely, but this is definitely like a naturally forming cavern and cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which way? I think probably towards
If-
the torch.
Wait,
Yeah.
if we have a wind here, there also needs to be another exit.
Or it could just be almost like a funnel, a natural funnel of some sort.
But somewhere the air needs to come from.
Well, yes, I mean an opening, but doesn't necessarily mean an exit.
True.
Just be.
I feel like anything's an exit for Kudo because he's,
Oh,
you know,
that's.
Small.
small.
You've been reading too much of that smart book.
Oh no! Don't worry, I've got that covered. No one's gonna find that again.
Just go bright red again.
Yeah, sort of.
What's essentially here? Tusk glove.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Put my fingers in my ears like la 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 la.
Yeah, sort of intentionally move around that other carpet and up to this torch and see what I can see.
Okay, cool. I will reveal a little bit more of the map as you walk up, because you will be able to see a little bit more now. So you see deeper into the caverns as you get past it. You see this whole area's got these weird, like floppy green slimes that keep
James,
dropping
we see
off.
like a line.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna like
Okay.
reveal a little bit more of it now. I did one bit at a time. I talk with my hands, even when there's no one here to see it. You see here the area splits off into three sections, kind of here, and here, and then then you hear a brief scuffle coming from this way, like it's like deeper in here.
It's like a
Okay.
mine.
It does feel like a mine of some sort.
A mine.
A mine, I tell you. Still sort of now very aware that something's in here. Just holding the crossbow in front with the sword in the other hand. I'm just gonna keep pushing towards that sound, I think.
Okay. can you all please make me more stealth checks? And Lou, are you staying up in the corner or are you joining the party?
Oh my
Oh,
So I'm
god.
shit.
staying behind and glancing at them like from a safe distance because this reeks of ambush, and I will not be a part of it.
Okay,
I will use my advantage.
that's
not
okay. Get rid of them. Oh yes.
Thanks. Yes. Nice. Great. Thanks
From-
for the 2
From
points.
such low stealth.
At least you didn't
to
get a 3.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm rolling great. I don't know about you guys.
So the party
Wait.
is.
Wait. What did you say about rolling great and the nat one almost killing me?
Well,
What was that?
that sounds like a you problem. I didn't get hurt.
As
Yeah, sounds like a
head
you problem, to be honest.
as you head forward, Cerulean Wolf, you hear this brief scuffle, and then you hear the
What does
phrase.
it sound like? Is it like a shuffling or like a?
It sounds like metal on wood, or metal on cloth, or metal on flesh.
Okay.
It sounds like metal.
Okay.
And you hear someone in a harsh voice say, "Quickly, dispose of them all!" And
Guys,
you've
the
heard
evil villain.
Yes. Can you all roll initiative, please? As you see 4 figures rushing towards you. One is clearly in the garb of a wizard, has a long flowing robe and a wand. The robe is this dirty white colour. There are 3 what look to be, I wouldn't say like scouts is the best way to describe it. 3 scouts behind him. Let me just open up the combat tracker. He's wearing like an all white robe, and his staff is draconic themed. It's like a carved head of a dragon on the end of it. The scouts are all kind of wearing normal-ish adventuring gear, but the theme is definitely like stormtrooper white.
Okay.
So they are all white themed. So let me just see if this guy gets
Is it a
some.
wedding? Have we crashed a wedding?
Well, he said to dispose of us, so I don't think so.
Dispose of someone.
I mean, you don't know of
Didn't
other
necessarily
cultures.
say you.
So I know a lot of them, and I don't. I mean, unless it's like a midsummer, situation.
Okay, why has that not worked? Why has it not worked for Neddy Boy?
That doesn't
Grab
exist.
it. There we go. Come on. Okay.
That does look a bit like thin Jack Black, like thin Jack Black.
Right?
He does. That's weird.
Oh, why is it 10-4 when it's 16? Okay. Right, okay, cool. Let's arrange by descending, and we will go. So, first up in initiative, oh, there's T-Rex not there, so we'll get rid of him, is Lou Marblecut. So these are the first time as a party you guys have faced off against humanoids. I will remind you that the general consensus is here people fight to wound or to incapacitate rather than kill, but that is completely up to you if you want to kill people, depending on how they act to you. These people are rushing towards you. There is a spellcaster there, and there are these 3 what look like scouts.
I mean, he did say dispose of, which kind of to me means kill.
Yeah.
You-
I'm going to
I won't be killing.
run
If I can
30
help it.
feet here. I'm going to bonus action dash. I'm going to take out my. What's this thing called? I'm going to take out the dagger. I'm going to. No, wait. I'm going to take out my short bow. I'm going to hold my action until I can see someone passing into my field of vision.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Cerulean Wolf.
Okay, so I am going to just deciding. So scout people, they're carrying bows, or do they have like
They are
short
carrying
swords or something? Or...
short swords and longbows.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is this wizard-looking guy, who I'm going to assume is the leader. So I already have one crossbow out, sort of, like aimed in that direction. So I will fire that one at him first.
Okay.
15.
Give me 1 second. He's going to shield that.
Okay. Okay. So he shields it like a bitch. Okay. So then I was gonna pull out the other crossbow, but sort of vaguely recognizing the shield spell, I instead, from my pouch, pull out sort of a like a handful of like dust or smoke or something, and I sort of hold it up and sort of blow it in his direction. And as I do, the dust goes slightly red, and I am going to activate my. Sorry, I'm just saying. My Blood Curse of Binding. So he needs to make a strength save.
18.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's really lucky he's got a flat 10.
Oh, and I take 4 damage, so... Okay, that was a terrible turn. So he is not restrained, and I just hurt myself. Yeah, so the dust sort of goes red as I sort of get a twinge of pain in my head. And it sort of darts out towards him, trying to restrain him, sort of like almost like smoke or something going around him, but he manages to shrug it off relatively easily. So I will, seeing that didn't work, just move back, just behind cover slightly, and that is my turn. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, cool. He is going to rush forward to kind of here-ish. But so you can still see Cerulean Wolf.
Does that activate my health action?
If you can see him, sure.
I would say that yes.
Okay. It will mean that he knows you're there too.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 misses because he's got a shield up.
God damn it.
Yeah. He's going to cast, he's going to upcast a magic missile. So a bolt screams out and hits all 4 of you. So you each take 4 points of force damage.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just at Tyranno, so he knows. Tyranno, you. Oh, someone else. I can't type today. My hands and my brain are just not engaged. And as he raises his staff, he fires it into the air. These 4 bolts. These 5 bolts of magic missile slam into you, just instantaneously hitting all of you at the same time. And he says, "Quickly, quickly, kill the kobolds!" And Ned from behind you all says, "Don't worry, boss, I got them!" And he's gonna run forward, and then he's gonna breathe a blast of freezing cold, frigid air out in a 15-foot cone, which is you 3. So Azalea, Laffy, and Kudo. Can you all please make me Constitution saving throws, please?
What happened?
You got hit by a magic missile,
Okay,
and Ned is a traitor. So the DC is 15. So Kudo passes, means it beats it. Azalea and Laffy take 6 points of cold damage. As he
take
bellows.
half, I guess.
Yes, you pass, you take half, yeah. Okay. And Laffy, it's your turn as you are pinned between this treacherous draconic-born spy and his spell-casting boss in front of you, and the 3 scouts who are loitering at the back. What would you like to do?
Can I... I feel like these guys all listen to this guy in front of me, right? They're all like his minions. Can I try and charm him?
You can, but you have disadvantage when you are engaged with... Sorry, they have advantage on the save whilst you're in combat, because you're in the middle of a fight kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's harder to do it whilst they're aggressive or you're being aggressive. DC 12, okay. Let's see. what he does, wisdom save, so he's not super wisdomous, but he does have 2 of them, so that and that.
Oh, oh,
11. Oh, okay. For the moment, he's charmed. He sees you as an ally. You
Okay.
specifically, he sees as an ally. I think that's the word.
I think. Is it just charm person?
He is a person. He counts as a person.
No, yeah, I was just saying. It regards you as a friendly. Yeah, okay, yeah, just.
I'm just thinking, like, will those guys not listen to him? So if he's charmed, do they then not, you know, follow
Well,
suit?
he's already given them some instruction.
Alright, okay.
But no, for the moment, he's charmed.
Unless we do anything harmful
I
to
could
him.
do something to.
Any of us.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't do
Yeah.
that. Never.
But Azalea, unless you have something with your bonus action, Bun, Azalea, it's you.
Is it? Okay. Sorry, the turn order thing is not up to date.
James
Yeah,
never goes
okay.
down.
So...
He's like that.
Oh
It's
right, yeah. I keep forgetting that's the thing. Sorry. There you go. I just expand it, you see, so I can see it all.
It just feels better when you know.
I mean, he could also just expand it, but okay. I will do everything, including running combat.
James, almost like you're the DM.
Yeah.
Almost.
way.
Almost. Okay. So these guys are still within 20 feet of each other. So... Alright. I'm going to... Am I going to do that or that? No, I'll save that. Okay. I will cast Entangle on them and keep locked within where they are. These
Okay.
boys
cool.
here.
Where are you casting that? Yep.
Let's have a look.
What's the range on Entangle?
90
It's
feet.
quite good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a really good spell.
It's going to be difficult terrain. Just succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained in that area until the spell ends.
Okay, on their turn.
They can... Yeah, well, I mean, they'll have to do it now, and then on their turn, then they can make them again.
Okay, bear me one second. So strength saving throws. I will try my very darndest.
I'm
So
reading
one,
the fine print.
2, 3.
Oh, wow.
They all failed. Almost certainly all failed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Then
so
they're
they are
restrained.
And
entangled.
James, remember, they have to use their action to try
Yeah.
to break free.
On their turn, they use an action to try and break free.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. They all go there. They all drop their short swords and pull out their longbows. They all draw. Rather than aiming at you, though, they're aiming at something just out of your sight, just kind of like down here, kind of like just behind this corner. And they let loose a volley of arrows.
Well, before I'm
and,
done...
Oh, sorry. I thought you finished it. Apologies.
No, I'm gonna... Ooh, what is this? Oh, that's Lou. Okay. I'm gonna... I'm gonna...
She does look like a traitor, I gotta be honest.
No!
Yeah. I'm gonna run... I'm trying to think who's making the most attacks soon. I think it'll... Turn order.
Might
Turn
be
order.
me.
Turn order. Where am I? Here. Okay. The little raccoon's next. Okay. So I'll pop up to... I'll pop up to that thing. Lay a hand on its shoulder, and it hears like a ringing again and again and again of hundreds of voices saying good luck, and it'll have advantage on all of its next turns. Is it
That's
her?
must
I
not
don't
be
know.
distracting at all.
yeah.
No, Kudo's a boy. Kudo's
Oh,
a boy
okay.
with crash banner.
the one male in the group I forget is also an animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, on brand, right?
Man.
But so yeah,
Am I right?
I'm a
Scouts-
fucking beast.
Yeah, the scouts let loose a volley of arrows here. There's some grunts and the sound of a body hitting the floor, and then the sound of another body hitting the floor from over here. That's their turn. Kudo.
Going up. Before I attack him, I would like to use my Hexblade Curse.
Of course. This will break the charm condition, though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
He's dead
Oh.
before.
Second level spell
I'm
that.
sorry.
You got so many of them.
I mean, charm person is a bit of a Naff spell.
I mean, it would mean that he's not attacking for an entire round.
He's not attacking
Yeah.
Laffy for an entire round.
That's the point. Also, I
It's
would just waste
it's not like
my turn.
it's all of us. It's just Laffy. It's like
So Hexblade Curse on him. Also, I have advantage. How often do I have advantage?
I think just on this turn, isn't it?
But on one attack or on all attacks?
I would assume it's the first attack. Azalea, can you confirm?
Amber?
Sorry, ask me the question again. I was reading something.
How long does he have advantage for? Is it just his first attack or his whole round?
That's a good question.
My assumption is just the first attack, because that's generally how it works.
So you touch any creature and they gain advantage on any ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws until the end of their next turn.
Oh, okay. So everything
Not
until the end of
even
your next turn. That's
Well, attacks,
really,
yeah.
which is this.
So attacks yes or
Attacks,
no?
yes. Yeah.
so
All rolls,
Okay.
essentially.
That's an 18.
18 will hit.
Nice. Green Flame Blade doesn't do any difference. For 8 damage.
Okay.
Plus, I will use my secondary window. No, not that one. The other one. Action Assault.
Action surge, yeah.
Where is it? And I will do it again.
So that includes your Hexblade's Curse, right? Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. A 12.
So-
18 does hit. 18 does hit, but a 12 misses. Yeah. But you've got advantage. That's fine.
So another 13 damage. How
Okay,
is
nice.
this boy looking?
Pretty hurt.
Nice. I do like that. Did we do flanking? Not right.
No, we don't do
Yes.
flanking. I hate flanking. It's a crap roll.
I will say that. I'm good.
Okay.
those guys are also restrained.
Yeah.
Up top.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Lou, it's you.
Nice. So the spell on the guy is already broken.
Yep.
I will move here and bonus action steady aim.
No, you can't do that. You have
Nah,
to
that
before
doesn't
you
You
work.
move.
have, yeah.
Oh
you have-
crap! I completely
Yeah,
forgot that.
if you haven't moved, you reduce.
I can't move.
But you can
yeah.
do it from where you were.
No, it's fine. I'll take my short sword and cast green flame.
Changes nothing to the.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, Jesus.
that's nice.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
Who are you hitting
Doesn't-
with the,
It doesn't change
fire?
anything to the attack because there's no extra damage.
Yeah, no, it's damage at low level, but it gets good at 5th. But yeah, if you want to roll that fat rogue crit damage,
Oh yeah, it's rogue crit. Isn't
Yeah.
So, what was
it?
it?
Just click
Max
the pink,
weapon
if you just. Oh yeah.
it's max weapon damage, max sneak damage.
damage plus.
So it's
It's
max
just
dice,
max dice damage plus
max
a
dice
normal
damage
roll.
plus your normal damage. So you got
Okay,
you
so
automatically
damage-
got a D6 if it's a short sword, and 2d6 from your sneak. So it's automatically 18 plus your presumably 3 or 4 dexterity, and then you roll your damage.
Yeah, it's +3 in dex.
Yeah, so you've got 21 damage, and you just roll your damage now. So before you even start, it's 21 damage.
Nice.
No, you're all.
And I also get
24. Sorry, no,
extra for the green flame.
Oh, 27.
27.
Green flame blade doesn't do anything. So
Doesn't do anything at this level yet.
it doesn't
Oh.
do any extra damage.
Yeah,
It would just be the second creature, but there is no second creature.
Yeah, unless you want to hit Kudo. But you also re-roll your short sword damage. So you've got your short sword. You've crit on it. So you've got your 27 so far, but you need to re-roll 1d6 for your short sword.
Oh, okay. D6.
It doesn't matter. You've killed completely. You've done more than his max hit point. So is this okay? So you don't have a choice here. This is more than his hit point maximum in damage in one hit. How do you want to kill this guy?
Oh, so it goes over his max again.
Oh yeah, it goes over his maximum hit points the other way. So that was over 30 damage in one hit, and this guy was already hurt.
I did not expect to kill him.
How do you kill this guy?
Yeah, so Lou is going to like stab him in the shoulder blade and activate the spell Green Flame Blades, but she doesn't get experience with spells as she would like, and it kind of goes out of hand, and from the inside out, this guy burns out with
Yeah, okay. So
Black
he
flame.
fries from the inside. I mean, it's brutal. This is an out and out bloodbath. What you expect it to probably be like just like a debilitating blow. Like his eyeballs cooking his skull kind of thing, and he is just gone. There's nothing left of him. Completely fried, dead, just straight away. Cerulean Wolf.
Fuck Ned and everything he stands for. I see that Lou. I was gonna say that they can probably handle it, but now this guy is literally burnt toast. So I'm going to run between Laffy and Azalea, sort of just like moving through them as I run round, taking one shot at Ned as I'm moving. Oh, for God's sake. Can I...
Need to beat it.
Oh, really? Okay. For 13 points of damage, 4 of that being radiant. And then I sort of dodge past Azalea, run round her to him, and sort of spin crossbow right at his chin, leaning down slightly, taking the second shot with my bonus action.
Okay.
Not at disadvantage because of crossbow expert.
21.
21. This isn't plus right damage, so it's just 8.
He's pretty hurt. That catches him square in the jaw. His cut is bleeding. He looks really pissed off and hurt.
Who's the amateur now, Ned? That's the end of my turn.
Turn. Let's find out, Sunshine. I don't know what his acting is. It won't matter in a minute. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, he doesn't get that. That's fine. So he's just going to attack a couple of times with a short sword. So 1, 22 to hit.
Hits.
7 damage.
Ow.
And he does it again.
Oh wait, could I have retroactively done something? It was a reaction before my turn, it would have been.
What was it?
It was just to take some of the juice from the dead guy. Because
were you next to him?
It's within 60 feet, and I was within 60 feet
Okay, yeah,
of the dead
sure.
guy. Just because I wasn't expecting him to die, so I wasn't paying attention to it.
So yeah, he hits you for 7, and then he does it again for 21 for another 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. So he slashes at you twice. That's a fairly hefty bit of damage.
Yeah, it is.
15 damage. He goes. Oh, still think it's you. I don't know. I don't know at this point what accent this guy had.
You're not very good at talking.
Yeah, I'll go. Well, now I can at least talk in my true accent.
Now you got it, Travis. That's the reason.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Laffy.
I had an idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea with Ned standing so close. But I feel like Wolf's got him.
Oh yeah,
So-
he's fucked up.
Right, I'm gonna ask if this is possible before I even say, can I do, I do this.
Cool.
But when I use Druidcraft, I can snuff out a candle, and we've got a torch right above our heads, and I feel like if I put that torch out, then the archers will have less, they'll have a disadvantage because they won't be able to see us. Is that something I can do?
So some creatures have dark vision, right?
Right.
So if you were to snuff out this candle, you don't know whether or not they'd be able to see or not. You can see in the dark. but you don't know if they can,
Or all of us can.
or any of the party can.
Well, we'd still be able to see them because there's 2 torches next to them, but they won't be able to see us, is what I'm thinking.
Or could we have been able to tell what like lineage these people are? Those archers.
Yes. So one of them is clearly a hobgoblin. One of them looks
They have
elvish,
dark vision. They have dark vision.
and one of them looks dragonborn.
They all have dark vision. Don't do
Okay,
it. Don't
then
think
never
about
mind. In that case,
It's a good idea though, but yeah, in this instance,
If they were humans, then yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
can I cast Frostbite on Ned?
yeah,
He's a cold guy.
Oh
he
shit.
is a cold guy. Like he did do a cold breath weapon attack on you. Is that a con save? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he failed. He rolled a 2, so he would take that 2 damage, but he's resistant, so it's only 1 that he takes,
Okay.
which is half of his remaining hit points.
What?
Yeah, he's real hurt. You nearly killed him. Azalea.
Okay. So I am going.
I could have done that to kill him. Sorry.
Okay. I will. Yeah. Okay. I'll do this. So, I'm still holding Entangle on them, and then what I'll do is sort of kind of lean to the side of Wolf, and again, doesn't want anyone looking at her while she does this, but it's like, oh shit, Ned. Okay. Opens her mouth, and these
What the hell?
insects start crawling out at a really slow speed, and then it starts gathering speed,
Ah.
gathering speed, and they start pouring out, kind of the mummy-esque, straight at Ned. And I'm casting Infestation on him. So I'll
Stealing my
need
kill.
a con saving throw, please.
Infestation. Oh, nat 1.
Delightful.
dead.
So it's not high damage though.
He's got one
It
health.
doesn't need to be. He crit failed it, and
It took
he,
your kill.
Yeah. So
Stop my kill.
these creatures. So, are you trying to kill him?
No, I think I want the bugs to kind of cover him and bring him down to the ground and just keep on rolling around him, almost cocoon him maybe.
Yeah, yeah, complete. That's the bugs just swarm him, running just completely all over him. Trying, if you want to put your fingers in your ears for a second.
That's fine.
Okay, they swarm like in his mouth and up his nose and in his ears and down his pants, and he's just having the worst day possible.
James, I'm fine as long as it's just not dumb, stupid detail.
Azalea just like
that's fine.
coughs out a cockroach. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
And that was disgusting.
Hiccup. Sorry.
That was somehow worse
do-
than the other thing.
Yeah.
Do you need a water?
No, it's fine. I might drown anything that's left in there. It's fine.
Rather than being horrified, Laffy's eyes go wide and she's like, cool.
I'm happy I'm looking the other direction. 'Cause I didn't see where the bugs came from. I just saw them kill him.
So these guys here,
They're restrained still.
yeah, one of them's going to misty step to here,
Oh,
and then he's going to run round the corner. He's just going to just
You can do
he's
that.
just going to cheese it. Well, you
Um,
can
boy?
misty step out.
don't
But
worry,
you can get an opportunity attack if you want.
Yes,
Mr.
please.
Raccoon.
Mm.
12. Let's see. I think that misses. I'm pretty confident that misses. 1 second. Yeah, that misses. I'm afraid. Too bad, sunshine. I'm just going to close down some character sheets. I do not need them anymore. I can get rid of Ned's as well. Ned is dead. The other two are just going to start launching a volley of arrows at Kudo, the remaining threat. So longbow attacks.
Miss.
15 and 13, so both miss. 12 and a 16.
All miss.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Nice and easy turn for me. And then it is Kudo. It's you.
Go for the guys up top,
Um,
please.
What?
Nothing.
These guys up here are well done and served. They can't escape as I can see, so I'm going after this guy. Hello. Miss
Good
me.
afternoon.
Well, smack him, please.
Okay.
Please.
Are you
Yay.
21 hits? Yeah, for sure. 21 hits.
Oh, damn, not a good roll.
6 does not kill him.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
My combat is not interesting yet.
No.
Don't you get some health back when Lou kills dead guy?
Nope, it was
Hexblade's
only Hexblade's curse. It's not Hex.
curse. Hexblade's curse does give
Hexblade's curse gives you the health back.
Yeah.
Hex is the one that does the d6 damage and buggers them about. But
Heck.
that's fine. Not to worry. It is Lady Lou Marblecut again.
Ah. Okay, yeah.
Lady
Lady Mar-
Marblecut.
Hexblades.
What you gonna do?
What you
Right.
got for you? God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bad boys.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action steady aim and attack the one short bow.
Okay, nice. Go for it.
20.
20 definitely hits these guys here, only wearing
22,
leather armor.
not showing up.
22, 100%. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I'll trust you. Remember, you get sneak attack on this. 20. Okay, are you aiming to kill this guy?
The silence is deafening.
Yeah.
Did I kill another one?
Oh no, yeah. Are you
Or you
aiming to
choose.
kill? You can choose if you're trying to kill.
Shoot
or
him in like the
debilitate.
shoulder or something.
Yeah, I shoot him in the knee.
Okay, yeah. He drops down. He
I used to be a villain until
Yeah, he took an arrow to the
He
knee.
took an arrow to the knee.
Took an arrow.
You hit him in the back of the leg, and he like collapses and like chins the floor and knocks himself clean out. His weapons just scatter all over the floor, and he's down. And the other two remain. Cerulean Wolf.
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely a little bit of a bloodbath.
So those two people are restrained up there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to run over. Yeah, I'll just like stand on this guy's body, and because they're restrained, I have advantage.
Isn't it only advantage on melee?
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. I was just
Okay.
checking. But because I am out of my range, I have disadvantage, so it's just a straight roll. Which is what I was checking. So, yeah, I will fire 2 shots at this guy, or like 1 shot and see if it kills then the other one. 15
Hits.
for 9.
He's still alive.
Second shot at him then. 16 for 7.
That's exactly what you needed.
See, I shoot him in both shoulders.
Yeah, so you hit him in both shoulders. He staggers back, hits the wall, and just slides down it. Like
I have a cool thing. I shoot him in both shoulders, but because he's wrapped in the vines, he doesn't actually fall. He just hangs there.
Yeah, he's like supported by the vines, but like you.
I don't kill him. It's just like
Yeah, he's just like well, maybe you hit him in one of the shoulders, and then the second shot is like a boxing arrow crossbow bolt that just clocks him on the chin. He's flat out. He's gone. He's going to be out for hours. And then there's this final guy left. He's dead. Laffy. It's Laffy's turn.
Am I too far
One
away to
hour.
do anything?
I'll just make that just. You're 60, 65 feet away from him. So
60 feet long and 10 feet wide for the gust of wind.
You
I'm
power
wondering-
farting at him.
No, yeah, I'm wondering if I can like blow him so hard that his head hits the rock behind
I
him.
would like to try that. That's cool.
You
I
could
saw
try.
That's since that smart book. My brain.
Yeah, my brain did not go in the right
Where
place.
I'm not the only one.
Can I move to there, or does that count as a turn?
No, that's
No,
just...
you can move as part of your action.
Okay.
It's only if you move more than 30 feet.
Oh.
So strength save for Gust of Wind. So if he rolls less than, I'm going to say less than 7 on his save, you will like blow him hard enough for him to like crack his head.
Okay.
That is what I will say. Oh,
Aw.
We're fine. Don't worry. We're both
Blows
fine.
last century, eh?
but I'm afraid he saves that.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, not to worry. Possibly last turn of the combat, Azalea.
Okay, well, no blowies on her part, but we will do some spells. Okay. I'm going to run up. Yeah. This. And then I can. How long are you? Yeah, fine. Cool. I will cast a little bit of a spell on him. Cast a spell on you. It's Toll the Dead, yeah. So can I
yeah.
please
This guy hasn't been hurt yet, though.
get wisdom save?
Oh, he hasn't been hurt.
Yeah, this particular one hasn't been
He
hit.
hasn't.
He did roll
Ash.
an 11 on wisdom. This particular one has not been hit yet.
Okay, fine. He still failed. So he's gonna take.
You only do necrotic stuff, don't you?
Oh, more necrotic damage, yeah. It's fine, it's not necrotic damage, it's just a death spell.
Shit. Only 3.
No,
Yeah, he just hears the ringing of like hundreds of years of different, like, I think women who've been killed at the stake just whispering in his ear. You're next.
That's
If she floats, she's a witch.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So it's the scout's last turn, presumably. So he's going to knock another arrow, fire one at something that you guys can't see yet, and there's a grunting, whimpering sound and a little
Laughing, not
thump.
seeing? See
Not
stuff?
from where she is, no.
Okay.
And then he's going to turn the bow on Laffy because she's the closest one to him. And he wants to hit someone with some of this fat longbow damage. 12 to hit Laffy. I don't know what your armor is, but I assume it's around 12, 13.
14.
Oh, dang. Okay, never mind. He misses completely. It goes clattering off the woods behind you. And we are finally round to the Trash Panda, who I think is both out of range and I don't know what his spell options are.
Oh, don't underestimate
He's got
me.
Eldritch Blast, he's a warlock.
Oh, of course.
No,
yeah.
I don't.
He doesn't have Eldritch Blast, he's a warlock.
No, I don't.
Okay. No, that's what I'm saying, I said you don't.
Yes, I would like though to cast my spell of Expeditious Retreat,
Mm-hmm.
which means I can dash and do an action. Wait,
Yeah.
let me measure if it actually works.
No.
Because
I mean,
it does.
That area is, well, it's difficult terrain as well.
What area?
This area, random area over here, ill-defined area over here is difficult terrain because of entangle.
Ah, that guy is actually dead. Well, it doesn't fit, so I'm not gonna do that. I didn't measure before, so I'm just gonna stand here. Here. Yeah. I'm not
Yep.
gonna waste the spell slot for nothing. So
Okay.
you guys have fun. Have my moral support. We're doing
Thanks.
we're doing great.
You're doing great,
You're doing
guys.
great,
You're doing
sweetie.
great,
Lou, take us home, Lou. What are you going to do to end this fight with
And
this
she
poor
get
girl?
past?
Yeah, you can allow her to pass. You can allow an ally to pass.
I'm
Uh,
blocking. I'm blocking
right.
her.
No, you can allow.
No,
an
I'm
ally
not
to
allowed-
pass,
no.
pass through you.
You shall
No.
not pass!
And I utterly failed.
What?
What are you trying to do? I missed all that. You were silent. Oh,
failed.
yeah, 7 short
So
swords. You got-
move, dash, short sword.
Okay, that whiffs. Cerulean Wolf, please,
Okay, yeah.
for the
don't
love
worry.
of God, kill this
Don't
guy.
worry,
Just
let the experts handle this.
please
I
roll
will
another
go-
white one.
That'd be
Please
very
roll another
funny.
white one.
I mean, I don't care if I shoot Lou, I've got to be honest. I walk forward, both crossbows out, just like I did to his friend. 9 misses. Oh no, he's restrained, so it's advantage.
Okay, 24. Yep, that hits.
So for 10, and then 15, I think hits as well.
Yep.
For 8.
Okay,
18.
he is also unconscious.
Okay, he's unconscious. Cool.
Unless you want to kill him.
No, I don't want to kill him. I didn't know if he's going to die or not, so I was
Yeah, he's
debating
down,
doing
he's out.
something.
He's down and out. And your arrow, your crossbow bolt, sears through, clips him just on the side of the head, and he spins round. And as he falls to his knees again, he cracks his skull against an outcrop of rock, and
Ow.
he drops like a sack of potatoes. This guy is concussed and will be out for hours. We are out of initiative, and we will leave it there as I post the loot table into general tonight.
Moida.